to no one that is watching, we welcome.
No one.
Did we immediately get hosted? Jesus Christ! Someone was waiting for this.
Josh.
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 Thanks for the host, Josh.
Absolutely. The more the merrier, am I right?
I mean, yeah. Welcome to the 11th episode of the worst case scenario. And I hope you're ready for this, because we're not.
You know what? I think I'm going wordsmith because it's like explosions and the golem. It's the perfect mix.
Not now. Now's not the time.
It is. We haven't started combat yet. It's the only time.
We've started the stream though.
And the stream will find out about this eventually.
Okay.
Like right now.
Exactly.
We're ready to get going.
Okay, so as a quick reminder, you guys adventured your way through the Tower of Keb, reaching its final floor, which would technically, in many years ago, be the entrance floor.
We were top at one point. Stop the count. But,
And
I don't know, we went through a period of.
And as you reach this final floor, you found yourselves in front of what it looks like to be a failure to an elder. What it looks like to be a failure to a lich dragon and a lich person. And you are face to face with him. What are you doing?
Running?
Trying.
Just before we start roleplay, just so everyone's on the same page, we entered the room. There were a couple of spells up. I guess people went around and said that shit. Is there anything else we want to mention that happened at the end of last session? Because it was only 7 days ago.
I'm just need to know if dawn has occurred since our rest.
If a what? Sorry?
If dawn has occurred since our rest.
No. No, dawn has not occurred, so your things do not recover the charges.
We took a long rest at.
You took a long rest, but it's not done yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Could there have been like 4 p.m. when we took a long rest?
Yeah, it's around 3 a.m. now, 4 a.m. That's what we discussed last time. Okay.
Alrighty.
Are you ready? So, are you gonna roleplay a bit with him, or just go straight into fighting him?
I mean,
I think we did that.
yeah, last session he already assumed like battle position.
Okay.
Ah! God, no!
So I'm just gonna.
Let's just rip off the band-aid.
Give me a second. I had the playlist ready for this. Yeah, you can start rolling initiative, by the way.
Dark Souls music begins.
No, it's gonna be intense classical music. I don't think you're ready for this.
I feel like Final Fantasy VII would be good. Battle music would be good.
Oof. Oof. Hi, Tom. Hi. Oh,
This
hey,
is Dark
it's Lord of
Souls
the Rings.
music. No, this is Dark Souls music.
Is it Dark Souls?
It is. I don't remember which boss fight this is from.
Okay, I'm gonna roll initiative for the two monsters. Oh god, that's beautiful.
This was used in a boss fight in Dark Souls.
First, the dragon, who has a +2. So that bumps him up to 21. And the knight, who has a little less. Where is he? Skeleton warrior. He only has a +2.
Why you gotta be
So
21? Come on.
he rolled a 19.
0 and 20.
Okay.
Come on now. Okay.
Everyone in the initiative order?
Yup.
I think so.
Cool. Let's begin. The Drake immediately faces all of you and a black flame starts oohing in his mouth. And he shoots his
God, Frank. Way
He
to start off the session.
his black fire breath. Everyone make it.
Everyone?
Roll.
Oh, you're all in the
Yeah, we're all nicely clustered.
you're all nicely
for it.
clustered. All of you,
How large is this cone?
Oh no, not Rick Ratkins.
everyone, make a dexterity saving throw. Let me go get my 11 d8s.
21? I'm rolling good today.
Okay.
We don't have advantage for any reason, correct?
Average.
No.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
So the
None of
save,
us are gonna save besides Thor.
the save was at 14.
And Mike.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Really?
So Flint's rat does not make the save. You take half damage though. Faust is taking
yeah,
full
whatever.
damage. Flint is taking full damage. Thor is save. Mike is save. Hamish is save.
What kind of damage is this?
Yeah.
Fire damage.
Then I take a quarter
Oh.
damage.
Black fire damage technically, which is the thing I have here. So who didn't make the save?
Wait, is black fire a different type of fire damage?
No, it's just counts as fire damage.
I didn't
Okay.
make a save.
It's
Because
it's
it's
just
very
it's just
fast
it's
then.
just cooler.
I want
So that's the first 5 d8. So that's 8 plus 7. That's
strong 5 though.
8 plus 7. That's
15.
15 plus 6. 21 plus 5. 26. I need to roll it again. 26, 30, 37, 37, 42, 43, 49.
What?
Plus 3. No, sorry.
What?
Plus 1. 50 fire damage.
So, fifth,
Well, I imagine most people are down.
I took 12 points of damage.
50 fire damage?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Um,
now he needs to recharge it.
I take half of Faust's.
Aren't I immune to fire because I'm an imp now?
You're an imp. You're in imp form, so you're immune to fire.
No,
So-
Patricia!
50.
I take half of Faust's because of the ring,
Oh
and
shit.
then absorb the elements.
The ones who made the save take half damage, by the way. Except Thori, who takes a quarter damage because he has.
I
it.
took no
So,
damage.
I'm taking 25, right, Nick, for the half that because
Yeah. And I'm taking the 50.
Frank, what was the total
Oh.
again?
50 total, so half of that is 25.
Oh no,
If you made the save.
because of the absorb elements, I take half of what I take from you, so I
Yeah.
still have.
20, so you take 25
Oh, the maths!
Yeah.
They're daunting.
Eesh. Yeah, but I only take the half I took from Faust, not the half I took from passing the save. So I only take overall rather than 50, I take 25 plus 12 is 27 points of damage.
Josh, I'd say you.
37.
Jo-
37 points. 37 points of
37.
damage.
Josh, I'd say you guys are a bit fucked here.
Oh,
I think
really?
we can have some player death.
Nah, dude.
No
We are
shit.
Gucci.
Okay,
Okay, so we
No.
agree. We focus the dragon.
that was the
We're
dragon's
gonna have
turn.
some player death.
Hamish.
If we're focusing the dragon, in that case, as a bonus action, I would like to cast my Blood Curse of Exposure on him.
Okay, he's exposed.
Which means he's temporarily doesn't have any of his
Resistances.
resistances. Do I get the sense he's got immunities?
He
as
still
well,
has
or-
He still has immunities. Yeah, you would know. You would know that he only loses immunities once you amplify it.
I know, but as in, do I get the sense that this guy has immunities? for me to
Oh,
take
make
away?
an
Or should I focus just on-
make a nature check.
Because this thing's natural.
Yeah.
Nope.
You'd know he has immunities. You don't know which, but you know he has immunities. So he
Okay,
has the
in
mark,
that
by the
case,
way.
I will amplify.
Okay.
No, I won't, because I can't afford to take the damage.
Yeah, just take away the resistance. It's better.
That was your bonus action. What now?
And as my action, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck, god damn it! I'm just gonna move over to here out the way. More out the way. And chromatic orb him.
Okay.
Because I can't fucking hit him. Oh, well, I should
Didn't that roll to hit?
roll it rather
Yeah.
than... My bad.
Yeah, that's roll to hit.
22 hits. Roll damage. Thanks for the host. I couldn't see who it was. Gray Joestar, which is me, which is Nunu. Thank you.
Good boy.
That's 15 damage, right? Or just a 5?
Just the 5.
Just a 5. Okay. You see as Hamish hurls his chromatic orb straight at the dragon, but it doesn't seem to do much damage from the hit. 30.
Okay, one thing. Can you make the turret like...
Oh, it
medium
was,
size?
Oh yeah, the turret is huge.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was
And it's
thunder
supposed to be on my
damage for
position,
the sake of it.
so I just
Okay.
had... But yeah. Okay, bonus action, move the turret 15 feet.
Can we more hit points from that thing?
Let me just check the range of the flamethrower. Because I'm pretty sure I had it in that configuration.
You had it on healing, didn't you?
Hmm?
Yeah, you had whatever configuration.
You gave us
hit
10
points.
hit points.
Wasn't that before the long rest?
No, you gave them before the
was it
fight.
after?
You gave them before the fight.
Oh, okay, okay. Then forget it, it stays here.
That's a good point. I forgot
You
about
give us
temporary
more
hit points.
hit points overall out of them.
Okay, everyone within 10 feet of the turret.
I'll just do
Okay,
the. I'll
yeah.
just do the thing.
Yeah, everyone's within 10 feet. I'll use a bonus action to give temporary HP then.
Oh, because we just lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's all gone.
Oh,
How much?
Technical difficulties.
Everyone gains 11 temporary
Oh.
HP.
okay.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Nick is on his phone.
Nice.
Nick is down.
No, sorry,
Okay.
they.
Oh, someone.
I have a question. As my action, I would like to shoot a grenade at the dragon. Would the fire from the explosion also hit the guy? Is he considered to be within 5 feet? of
He's
him?
on top of him, so yes.
Okay. So I'll shoot the grenade at the dragon.
13 misses. You try to like.
For sure. Yeah.
You try to chuck it at the dragon, and he just like hits it away with his claw, hitting the wall.
And that's my turn.
Okay. The skeletal warrior is gonna to take out his bow, and take a shot at the closest one, which is Hamish.
Okay.
I'm rolling good today. First nat 20 of the day. You're taking 14 piercing damage. I rolled max damage as well. Jesus. No, almost max damage. You take 14 piercing damage.
Okay. Who's cast the Shield of Faith? Of curiosity.
Oh no, I was just checking the description, but I clicked the wrong button.
14 points. Okay. That puts me down to 4.
Oh, Josh is back to my side. For a second, I was sharing a window with Hamish.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine. Faustus.
Okay. We're gonna see how this goes. Maybe here. Let's. How far is that? Okay.
That would hit.
So I'm gonna come over.
That will hit both of them. Yes.
So I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Hey.
So it's like when I if you remember last session, I cast Guiding Bolt, and like it had that sort of like ball of darkness with a shining light in the center.
Yep.
It's like that material that's shaped into like sort of like ghosts and souls of the dead that are swarming around and smashing into them. And I will be choosing, because I get to choose the damage type between Necrotic and Radiant. I will be choosing Radiant this time.
Okay.
So I will do that, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Because its damage triggers when they start their turn. So for now, that's my go.
All right. Hey, Arrow.
Okay.
Am I being them or the recharge is rounds or turns?
Rounds.
Rounds.
I think.
Okay.
Round.
Yeah, like next time it gets back to its turn, I think would
Yeah, that would be the first one.
It's the start of its turn.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have 5 rounds.
Could you imagine if it was turns?
It would be a
We'd
little.
all be dead.
Yeah. I mean,
if I didn't have resistance to fire damage, I would have been dead straight away.
you would know that. I mean, you have to finish this in 5 rounds.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. So attacking the broad
maybe.
side of this dragon.
A 14 just misses.
That wasn't an advantage for any reason, was it? No, okay. That just misses, huh? Okay, second attack.
That just hits.
15 then?
That just hits.
Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and add 8 force.
Okay.
2 into the dragon and 10 feet, so presumably the sky.
Yeah, he also takes the damage from the explosion.
All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and action surge. Might as well use that up. And 2 more attacks. Might as well do it before I'm dead.
Okay. A 19 hits.
19.
Oh.
Another 7.
Okay.
And then another second attack. Go.
Hits. 12 extra piercing.
All right, and then bonus action. Bang.
All right.
That'll do it.
Sam.
Yeah. My move speeds. I have 40 feet of flying, so I'm gonna. Can't really fly here or there. Fly like. Guess I'll fly there. I would like to fireball the guy
Okay. The guy.
without hitting any of my friends.
Okay.
If possible. I could probably just include myself in it because I'm immune to fire.
Probably go from the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've been doing something wrong.
Okay.
All of your
Do tell.
all of your damages was piercing, wasn't it? He's immune to piercing.
Don't know why that not correct.
I completely forgot that.
Did we? Oh,
So
He's immune to
You?
piercing?
Surprise.
he's
I mean,
he's
he
a
is
skeleton.
just
He's a
bones.
skeleton dragon. So I need to add. The explosion still did the damage though. The explosion still did the damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
the damage.
But
you said he was like a zombie skeleton.
no, skeleton drake. So that's.
We're so fucked, guys.
Nah, dude, we got this.
So
I can't use my gun.
they need to make a dexterity. You used fireball on them. Jesus. They both need to make a dexterity. Is your DC only 13? Sam?
Yes.
Oh.
I think
Wait, did you say fireball?
Mm-hmm.
DC 13?
Nice.
Is that?
Should be higher than that, Sam.
What's
Yeah,
your
it should be higher than that.
charisma
It's
modifier?
charisma.
my
It's-
charisma's
it's-
2.
Your charisma is 2, but it's 8 plus
8 plus
proficiency plus your charisma, so plus 2.
Yeah,
so that'd be-
13.
Really?
Yeah.
Checks out.
Damn, dude.
Um,
Yeah, mine's only 14. Actually, now I think about it.
the
Shit.
dragon does not make the save, but the warrior does make the save. taking half damage. So 35 minus divided by 2, that's 18.
Solid.
All right.
Um,
But the dragon does take 35 damage, I mean.
Oh, it takes fire damage. Cool.
okay, I'll end my turn then.
Flint.
No.
I mean, they're skeletons, it makes sense.
Good job, Buddy Knock. Yeah, but it did fire. It did have a fire breath, so I was like, oh. Anyway, I'm gonna run over this way, and like, if I like duck behind this like chair, and like there's the table and the other chair, do I get like partial cover?
I'd say you'd get partial cover, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna sprint over this way, jump over the one chair, like slide to a stop behind this chair, and then just like poke my head out.
Fuck your head out.
I'm gonna throw a fireball as well.
Okay.
From the left-hand side, so it doesn't hit anyone else, but the two baddies. There you go. Sorry.
All right. They both make the save this time. The chamber is around 20 feet. With this second fireball... Oh yes, I've been rolling the dice. With this second fireball, bits of the ceiling start falling down. And they're gonna fall... How many are you? 7 plus the dragon 8. I'm gonna roll a couple of the 8s.
What about the knight?
Plus my turret.
The knight as well.
The knight is on top of him, so they count as a unit in this point. Like if something falls on top of them, it will fall on top of the bombs.
Okay, cool.
But
And my
but
turret.
it doesn't. One of them falls on top of a arrow, and the other one falls on top of 30.
Ow.
Like stones start falling on
Damn.
top of you. Make a dexterity save, both of you. Mike just
Hey.
dodges all of them. Ze is able to dodge most of them, but he still takes some damage.
Yeah, one just like falls on my tail.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage. Is that your turn? Tom, is that your turn?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry. I
Naldo.
forgot it was my turn.
Okay. Wow. Naldo surveys the scene with amalgamation of emotions. Not sure exactly where to place the words, but wow. He immediately looks towards Aaro and the imp form of Body Knock. Correct.
Yes.
And
Body knock is here. Over here. On top, yeah.
yeah. He's gonna move his way right here. Using 20 feet of movement. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
So the staff, as I'm running, starts to radiate energy, and it looks like the air surrounding it in like a couple of millimeters to a centimeter away from it is like distorted, kind of like heat rising off of tarmac. And skids to a stop and yells out, "We need to figure out a way to trap them here, if nothing else. Man."
You do need the key, though, that it's on the dragon's tooth.
They're not planning on leaving. The danger is the fact we need the key.
Yeah, he's not the most tactical person.
Is that your turn?
No, not yet. We are going to do a little bit of this. Fairy fire. So it's going to be 20-foot cube.
You need me to make a dexterity saving throw, both of them.
Yeah. So that 20-foot cube.
They both make the save, though.
Oh!
Their +2 just saves them.
Damn.
That would have been a good move.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
I'm just reading through the spell. Wait a second. Sorry. Okay, so it has no effect on them. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah. End of turn.
Okay, the dragon walks towards Faust.
At the start of its go,
Yeah.
it makes a wisdom save against Spirit Guardians.
What is your save?
DC 15. Wisdom.
Oof, he makes the save.
Okay, well, he still takes half damage.
Which is?
Half of that.
So 7.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna walk up to you and he's gonna multi-attack.
Ah!
Once with his bite, 2 with his claws. It's a 24 for the bite.
Yep.
A 20 for the first claws. And a 21 for the second claws.
All 3 hit.
So you're gonna take 2d10s plus 4d6s.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So that's 6 plus 7, that's 13. Plus 5, 18, 19, 23, 27 plus modifiers, that's 31 damage.
I take half of that and I go unconscious.
Oh shit.
Wait, so what was the total?
31.
The total was 31, so halved is like we
15.
round. Okay, yeah, we round that way.
Are you down, Hamish?
Yeah, I had 4 hit points.
Oh no.
So in terms of action economy, I think, for the sake of 4 hit points, I took 16 off of you. I'm happy with that.
Hamish, it's your turn. Make a
I make a
death
death
save. Hamish, the Nick did said yesterday, I already have a character in case
Backup
Hamish...
character.
Never say that, Nick. Never say that.
I always have a backup character.
30.
But I think I have like 5.
You're always gonna
Just
die.
don't worry about it.
30.
This is difficult.
I mean, in here I thought I had to use spells for... I'm going to remove the spells from the warrior. Because that might be a bit...
Yeah, he doesn't have his
No.
vulnerabilities taken away anymore. Have fun, guys.
What bonus action? Move here. Action. Cast catapult.
Oh, okay.
Both of them need to make a dexterity saving throw.
What is your DC?
It's just to see where it stops.
What's your DC?
At least I think 14.
It's 15 for both of them.
Let me recheck.
I rolled double 13s.
Catapult D&D, because I know you need to make a save, but it's to see if it keeps going or it stops. I think
So you should still do some damage technically.
it stops moving.
Are you still...
So I imagine it would hit the dragon first.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you do just damage the dragon. Half damage?
No, full damage.
Oh, full damage. Even if with the save?
Yep, it stops at the dragon though,
Okay.
because catapult just like keeps going.
Okay.
That's how it works.
How much damage?
I'm gonna cast it as a 2nd level spell, so
17. Okay.
17.
You still up? Are you still up, Faust?
Oh yeah, like between the temp HP and Hamish halving my damage, I barely took any real HP damage. But here we go.
The warrior drops.
Catapults-
The warrior
the
drops
catapults
down
go, poop.
of the dragon as he removes his sword. You see, he has his sword almost imbued with necrotic energy, and he strikes at you. Does 16 hit you?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
He misses his strike, and then looks at the dragon, who is looking like deteriorating, and places his hand on top of him. And you see as bones start to erupt from the ground and cover the whole dragon as if it was an armor, bumping up his AC.
Did he cast mage armor on the dragon?
He didn't cast mage armor.
It was some kind of.
He
beast
cast a
or something.
necrotic armor on the guy,
Oh no.
bumping up his AC. Faustus. I mean, the guy tried to make himself a lich. You'd imagine he'd have some like necrotic sort of magic.
Yeah, that kind of tracks. Man, these guys are really into me.
I mean, you're.
I've done 7 damage this whole fight, and they're like, oh yeah, fucking.
I mean, you're the closest one.
I will bonus action. Let's cast. All right, I'm gonna slip off the ring.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Hamish.
Okay, Hamish is stabilized. What is the word you say, by the way? I'm curious.
Oh Christ. Not that one.
Jeez.
That's actually fucking great. Yeah, I love that.
That works for Fastest so well.
Yeah. Rise. I know it doesn't really count, but I'll roll the healing anyway. There you go. And that means I can't cast a slotted spell as my action.
Oh, by the way, I had to ask this to all of you because So what I thought of doing is like if you cast a spell to heal someone, they are back up with half of the amount of HP. You can only cast it at first level though. You can't cast it at higher levels, but they get half of the HP that they recover, and they have 1 exhaustion level. Is everyone okay with that?
Is that instead of 2
Yeah, instead
healing spells?
Yeah. It's up to
What do
you.
we think?
It's up to you guys. So yeah,
Okay, so I'm awake. I've just got a point of exhaustion.
you're prone at 4 HP
Is that what you're saying?
and with a point of exhaustion. Yes.
Oh, you wake up prone?
You wake up. Of course, you went down.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
If
Yeah.
if everyone is okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I think.
But that only works for at first level. So
Yeah.
if you're bringing back someone up, don't use a second level because you're just wasting spell slots.
All right.
It would still get them up, but it. I
The
guess it
the extra wouldn't
No.
the extra would just wouldn't count for his HP.
Wouldn't count.
So you're at 4 HP
Right.
and you have 1 exhaustion level.
Woo. Yep. And then I've used my.
So now you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to. Use my action to disengage, maybe?
Okay.
That might be a shout. Actually, maybe I'll. You know what? I'm going to use my action to dodge.
Okay. Hey arrow.
So any attacks against me will have a disadvantage.
Hey arrow.
Okay. Starting with, I have a couple questions about last round. First of all, I wanted to make sure this 15 force damage that I did was applied to both the guys.
Yeah, the force damage was applied. It's just the piercing that.
But to both of them.
Yeah.
was
The force was to both of them. Yeah.
All right. And the other question is, so you had forgotten about the piercing immunity. So after the first hit, would I have understood that was happening?
You wouldn't exactly be sure. It would be hard to tell because it's hitting the bones. You just wouldn't be doing any damage.
Okay, so I didn't know. Okay. All right. Would we say that's about flanking right there?
Yeah, that would be flanking.
Okay. Bonus action. Flame blade.
27 hits, dealing 13 fire damage.
And again.
A 15 misses.
It hit him last time.
Yep, but remember he got now he has the armor of bones.
Balls. I forgot, but I now. Let's see. Is there anything else? Do then. I'm good.
Okay. Body knock.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. I'm going to back away up here, and I'm going to fire another fireball around here. Try and not hit my friends.
Okay.
Roll for it. That's your third fireball, right?
Second.
No, third of the party.
Yeah,
Oh,
third of the
fuck
party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for it. Okay. They both just make the save. I mean, one of them just makes the save. The other one definitely makes the save.
Still take half damage.
The Drake is looking damaged.
Dead.
And the other one as well. As you cast your third fireball, even more rumble falls off the sky. And it's gonna hit. Oh, let me roll. This time it's gonna be 4 hits. Okay, one of them hits the dragon. One of them hits Josh. One of them hits Flint. And one of them hits you, Body Knock. Every one of these make a dexterity saving throw. The dragon makes the save. Josh is able to dodge. Flint is going to take some damage. And Body Knock. Body Knock also makes the save. So Flint, you're taking a grand total of 7, 9, 13 bludgeoning damage.
How does a dragon dodge? I'm curious.
I mean, it's not. Don't imagine as a dodge. Imagine like blocking with its claws.
Yeah,
so it
it's a
doesn't take
dexterity
the
check, but he will
damage.
like block it with his claws technically. It's the dexterity of him moving to block it.
Yeah.
Flint.
Right. I'm going to stand up. And red light emanates from my crystal orb, and it gets really, really big. It shoots out, and as it shoots out, it splits into 2. Falls around and hits into both of them. Casting Chromatic Orb at 3rd level. Twin spell.
By the way, the things that are appearing are the new rumble. So that area is difficult terrain. Both of them misses.
That's a sweet animation, by the way.
Cheers. I'm going to use Seeking Spell to re-roll the first one.
Okay. Misses.
Oh. Damn.
Damn.
So it's a 16 and a 15. Do either of them hit?
Naldo.
Wait.
None of them hit.
Was that a no?
Yeah, none of them hit.
Sounds like your answer.
That was a very bitchy way to say no.
The AC is high. The only way that you guys hit them was with that 27 earlier.
After just barely dodging that new barrage.
You're in difficult terrain, by the way, now, Josh.
Okay, so 15 feet. Cool. Great. 15. Right there. Right next to Hamish. So while dodging that barrage of rubble, Naldo starts muttering under his breath. Ah, man, I didn't really want to do this, but Dino's God, can you help me out? He looks towards his staff, and from that mutters a quick word, and with his offhand does a little bit of a gesture, and ends with a clenched fist. And then as he opens his fist, Naldo casts Conjure Animals at 3rd level.
Okay.
And I am choosing to have 2 first level beasts
CR
of
ones?
Fey appear.
Okay.
One is going to be a giant octopus, and the other one will be a spider king.
Do you have the tokens for them there?
They exist.
Okay. Do you have any character sheet for them? Not right now.
I have them up in front of me.
Just use
I can.
just use the Spider King thing right now, and we'll pretend one is each, and we'll give him.
I don't even have the stats for the Spider King on here. I have the ape stats on here. Either way, so the giant octopus.
We have to give you
is
more
going
summons.
to-
Fucking summons.
It's a druid.
DM's worst dreams.
So the Spider King is going to occupy this space
Put him in.
because it is a large creature,
Um,
and then
okay, for now this will.
and then the the giant octopus.
Is it also a large creature?
They are both large creatures.
Where's the octopus standing?
I am pulling that up now in a slightly different color. Octopus will be yellow. Giant spider.
I will just give.
will
I will
be-
just give them. So this is the giant octopus. You can remove the squares.
Mm.
You can remove the squares, Josh.
Okay.
And this will be the.
Oh fuck.
Wrong one.
6
It's an
spider
invisible
icons.
spider! That's the scariest kind. The spider you can't see.
Wait, I recognize that border from somewhere. Elder Scrolls Online. God, I'm a huge nerd.
Really, you don't say.
Aren't we all?
Okay, what else, Josh? Is that
I
your
mean,
turn?
fair.
I don't believe they get an attack because they were just
No,
summoned.
no. You have to attack on next round.
I have to roll initiative for them.
We can say
I
that
will
they
do
go-
that
they-
as
that-
you continue on.
Okay, we can also say that they go after you. I don't mind that.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
Okay. The dragon, seeing himself surrounded, is going to take an attack at Faust, one at A Arrow, and one at the spider. Yes. Okay. So Faust, they have disadvantage to hit you, right? Matt?
Sorry, yeah.
They have disadvantage to hit you.
Yeah.
How does 16 sound?
That doesn't hit.
Nice. Okay.
Hey.
So the next one is with his claws trying to scratch A Arrow. That is a 17. You're muted, Mike. Does that hit you? It does. Okay. So you're taking a grand total of 14 slashing damage. And the giant spider, it's a nat fucking 20. How much HP does it have? Josh?
Oh, the giant spider?
Yeah.
44 hit points.
Okay, so it's only taking 22 plus 4, 26.
Okay.
And that's 2 turns. Hamish, you're up with an exhaustion level.
Yes.
You're on
How rough is my
you're on difficult terrain, by the way.
are my allies looking? Pardon?
Everyone is looking kind of roughed up, except Tori.
Yeah. Except for it. Okay. Fuck it.
Oh wait, how many rounds has it been since the last fireball?
It's not been a full round
Turns,
yet.
turns. 1, 2, 3. You're the 4th one.
3.
Okay.
Naldo hears me mutter under my breath, something that sounds almost like a prayer. He hears the name Edith, and then bursting out of the ground, flying towards the dragon. I can just about close if I ignore difficulty because of flight. I'm going to This is a risk, but fuck it. Blood Curse of Exposure amplified to take out his immunities.
Okay.
This is the dangerous bit. I have 4 hit points. Whew! I have 1 hit point.
Shit, dude.
And then I swing at him twice with my glaive. First one's going to do a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Yes! That's going to do a lot of damage.
Roll damage?
Hell
It's right
Hell
version,
yeah.
shocking grasp, but absorb elements as well.
That is going to be crazy.
Okay, describe how you killed the dragon.
Oh,
This works so well with my backstory. This is
Oh,
amazing.
man.
So yeah, you heard Naldo heard me swear, like mutter under my breath. Heard the name Edith, and then I flew at it. Threw a curse at it as I just went glaive first into the neck and just carried on up to my arm, like just through the neck, just covered in. Does it have blood?
No.
I don't know.
No.
If it did, I'm covered in some form of black necrotic ichor. As I drop to the floor. I don't quite have enough distance for my second attack to be swung at Fatty McFatface. Would you allow me to throw my glaive as my second attack?
With disadvantage, yes.
That tracks.
I'd just
Okay,
like to say you did 64 damage.
The thing was at 20 HP. He
Yeah.
walled it away. Oh, by the way, as he hits it one last time, you see, has the skeleton kind of seems to age in like a few seconds, and it turns to dust, and it falls on the ground with the key falling in the middle of the dust. The key shard.
No, I did 51 because I'm using the 1d10. I haven't got my shield up.
So roll to
I did 51 points of damage.
roll for the with disadvantage for the glaive to hit it.
Oh yeah.
That still hits. Roll damage. So 11 plus 2, 13. He is
13 points of damage.
he's still standing. As you finish your turn, you feel like the ceiling keeps
Okay.
dropping more and more rubble. I'm gonna roll 4 more d8s. I feel so bad for Flint. I roll 3 8s. That means 3 of the rubble bits are gonna hit on top of him.
Oh, man.
Make a dexterity check, a harder dexterity check, basically. for
that's what's gonna matter.
for Tom.
Come on, dude. Come on. You got this.
Is it dexterity save?
Yeah. He does not make the save. No, it's just one save. It's just one save.
One.
It's the 12. And the other one is for body knock again. Why did I roll 3 8s? I feel so bad for Tom. So number 1 was the warrior. You don't make the save as well. So Tom is taking. Where are all my d4s? Tom is taking. So that's 7 plus. That's 8. 8, 9, 12. Let me roll them again. 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. Let me roll them again.
I'm down.
Just shut up.
27.
If you get, I'm down.
And body knock takes 4, 7, 10, 12, 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Sorry, now it's your turn. I feel so bad for Tom, like every bit of rock just fell on top of it.
I don't have cure wounds prepared, damn it.
Sorry, Tom.
Sorry.
I'm actually apologizing because
I'm going to.
Still pop up more 10 hit points.
Well, initiate fuck you protocol.
oh, he's gonna use the catapult thing again.
Catapult turret.
He makes the save, so he only takes the damage.
Still, I don't care
Yes,
if it goes
Tom?
through or not, so.
Was I what kind of cover was I behind? Half cover, 3/4 cover.
Half cover.
So it's +2 to dexterity saving throws.
No, but this is rock falling from the sky. You don't have cover from that.
Fair point.
No.
Yeah, fair.
It was not him shooting
Yeah,
at you. It was
that
just like the
makes
rocks falling on top of you.
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
damage.
I tried.
He is still up.
And I would like to move next to Flint just to.
I
don't
gotta
know.
say,
Hug him.
to keep it honest,
Yeah.
catapult wrong. We're doing catapult wrong.
Really?
The save if it fails its save, the rock the thing hits it, and then it takes damage, whatever it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did.
If it makes the save, then it doesn't hit, and it doesn't take damage.
Oh, okay.
No, if it makes a save, it stops at the target.
Yeah, but it doesn't go through the target taking damage.
No,
So it doesn't take damage?
It says, if on a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving.
So it doesn't do damage.
It would be quite impressive if it didn't strike the target and still managed to do damage.
It. Wait, on a failed
when the
save,
object
the object
strikes
strikes the
something-
target and stops moving. When the object
Strikes
strikes
something.
it is. Even though the. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, that's if he
It's
failed the
because it's
save.
moving in a straight line for 90 feet.
So it wouldn't hit him. Okay. I'm gonna add his HP
But
back.
it's moving in a straight line for 90 feet. How could it not hit it? Yeah, I guess unless he makes a save, and it's
Yeah, he
confusing.
dodges out of the way.
I would assume that the catapult continues on its path.
Yeah, and he just,
for
like,
the
dodges
90
it.
feet or until it hits something.
Yeah, but until it hits the
And
wall.
he
It's
just
one of
moves out
those
the
all-
way.
Okay.
It's one of those all or nothing first level spells.
I mean, it did damage to the
Ice
dragon.
Knife is a similar one.
It did damage to the dragon, but the damage that Hamish did would still kill it, so the dragon
Yeah.
is still dead.
Okay, fine.
And now it's his turn.
But I guess
Yeah.
you get,
Also,
like, a line
I've
of
been
enemies.
forgetting about the fact I've got Armor of Agathis up this entire time, so I would have dealt 15 more damage. Well, 10 more damage to the dragon and 5 more damage to the Lich at this point.
So
if I'd remembered.
he takes the 5 more damage. Faust, you still up, right?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Am I gonna be for very long?
Maybe not. How does a 19 sound to hit you?
Oh, that hits. Oh wait, no, he's at disadvantage. Did he roll at disadvantage?
Is he disadvantage at this point? You're still at.
Because I dodged.
Oh, you dodged again.
Yeah.
And it hasn't
dodge
been my
action.
Oh, yeah.
hasn't been my turn again yet.
So a 23. So it's a 19.
Well,
well,
but that definitely hits.
so you take. It was with both hands, so it's 2d10s of necrotic damage.
Okay.
You take 13 necrotic.
13. That's right. I say that's all right.
Are you alive?
I am still up. Yeah.
You do notice something. As he strikes you once more, the dust has sort of settled, and you feel you see as some dark energy sort of like leaves his body, and he looks at you, and he kneels down, opening up his arms, looking at the dust, and say, "I'll meet you now, old friend." You have advantage to hit him.
I have advantage to him.
Yep.
Okay.
He just kneeled and opened his arms in front of you.
In that case, I will conjure into my hand a scythe, the scythe you've seen before, this black necrotic crackling scythe, into one hand, and I'll bring it to bear and just sort of, like a ceremonial execution, attempt to slash it across his throat. So that will be
With advantage.
With advantage.
spiritual weapon.
That both of them miss.
Yeah, of course they do.
You're striking a non-moving thing here.
Yeah.
Swamp.
I guess.
I'm gonna let you.
Well,
I'm gonna let you re-roll that because it shows you to kill him.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
see
let
the
you. I'm
nectar
gonna
from
let
the
you
spiritual
re-roll
weapon.
that. I'm gonna let you re-roll.
If you let me re-roll, we're cursing it. I'm gonna get like a 1. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll damage. I think it's enough, but
I'll just pretend you gave me inspiration and I used it.
just roll damage. I think it's enough. Yeah. Just
No,
enough.
If he wasn't dodging, he wouldn't have gotten his dex. With
At
that
what
roll,
HP
man.
was he?
He was at 4 HP.
Imagine
Okay.
if he had rolled 3 and he was still alive.
Would a 14 have hit him if he didn't have his dexterity modifier? Because he wasn't dodging.
Yeah, if he wasn't attempting to dodge, isn't that just an instant hit?
I'm.
If they're not attempting to
I guess
I guess it would be still.
I guess it depends on their like you're saying about dex modifiers. Like if someone's like a really dodgy guy and they're not moving, then yeah. But if they're like a fucking armor plated,
Yeah, and he has a
Then-
like an armor. You did see that.
yeah, this
As you take the last
Um,
hit, the same thing happens to his body as he disintegrates into ash, falling on the ground. From them,
The octopus makes a farting sound and then starts to move its way on towards the disintegrated body of the dragon, but won't actually move.
you see as light starts coming from the ashes, and the souls of the dragon and the warrior are now floating in the middle of the air. He looks at Foss.
Can I light the celestial lamp
Sure.
with the prestidigitation just to get it quickly? I just want to see if like the key or if the spirits emanate anything. Celestial.
The key emanates some.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He looks at Foss, the warrior. Thank you for finishing me quickly. And you see him hugging the dragon and then vanishing.
I'll say to like the empty space where they were. May you find freedom in death. And sort of like bow to the space where they once were.
It feels like the tremors that were shaking the tower have kind of like stopped, and the ceiling is sort of holding on at this point.
Hey man, nice fight, guys. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
You still haven't collected the key, have you? Or have you already?
Yes, I think we should leave.
I just thought it kind of like Flint is still unconscious, right?
Flint is still unconscious. By the way, you have to keep in. So
Thought it's just like
Hey, Arrow?
dragging him next to Naldo.
hey Arrow,
No,
oh,
next
we're
to
still in initiative.
it's still initiative. So hey, Arrow, that's you say Arrow first before you make the death save, but still, you made the save. Do you want to try and stabilize him?
I don't think I can get there.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got this.
No, I can get there.
Okay.
Usually. Is it medicine?
You just make the save and he's stabilized. He's not awake, but he's stabilized.
Great.
Where's Sir Francis in all
You
this?
you see that he had like a big like bleeding patch on his head, and you're just covering him just in time.
Like,
He was just under the table. He did a smart thing and put himself under the table. He's just like looking at you.
that was very well done, Sir Francis.
As the giant spider is carrying the giant octopus out of the room, and Naldo is just patting them on the side, he looks over at Flint and points his staff towards him. And Flint, you gain 3 health and are back to consciousness.
Oh,
Okay.
From my Balm of Summer Court healing.
So how are you getting out of this?
At this point, then I go.
Yeah.
Shit, that was horrible.
I wonder how you're getting out of this room though.
And
We're
there's a
still
door.
trapped.
The doors we came from.
You're trapped.
There's the doors to the north as well.
No, the
Remember
doors we
the
came from,
the
there's no
rubble
rubble
the
blocking it.
the thing caved in.
Rubble behind us.
The rubble caved in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this one.
Well, one way
Yeah,
forward.
can we try the door to the north?
Try it.
I collect my glaive back up.
Make a. You have this disadvantage in what sort of checks? Ability
I think
checks.
It's all ability checks.
So-
ability.
Yeah.
ability
So you're
check.
gonna try and push the door. Make a strength check with disadvantage.
I want to like jam myself against the door to help out.
So it's a normal roll.
I mean, we've got 2 large creatures that could push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, why are we putting our muscles though? There's 2 massive like creatures over here.
Yeah,
We'd
guys.
like multiple legs.
Why don't we make this easy? Here we go.
We'll do it before the rest of the ceiling caves in.
Frank, what do you want me to roll?
Strength check.
Okay, giant octopus is going to try to tear off the doors limb from limb.
Wait, he's gonna tear them in this direction? In your
Well, okay.
Is he gonna pull them or
So-
push them? First of all.
He's gonna pull them open.
Okay.
Rubble's gonna fall on our faces.
Make a strength check. That's a harder check.
Lift from the bottom
Hold
like a Velix door.
So a giant octopus. I've seen enough Japanese animation to know where this is going.
Oops. That's a natural.
He tries to pull the doors,
We're all not
but
mentally disturbed as you.
he's pulling against the hinges, so he can't really open it.
Wait.
So then the giant spider below him, which is anchoring, is just gonna push forward.
Okay, make a strength check for her.
I grab Faust and just pull him away from the door,
An 18 is not enough.
seeing where this is going.
Wait, I have an idea. I wanna take
Jesus.
some of my gunpowder and place it on the inside of the lock, just below the frame so it's easier to pull.
Okay.
I don't know if more explosions.
It's a small explosion. It's not large scale.
He would do only enough to explode it. I mean,
this wouldn't be enough to
you
damage the stability of the room.
you explode the lock, yeah. The body of the knight disappeared into dust, Tom.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
It's cool.
They got snapped.
Yes.
Hey, do we want to do something magical, or do you want me to just give these guys a helping hand from nature and we'll try it again?
Well, I've blown off the lock, so it should be easy to pull now.
Okay. I'm going
While
to
they're trying to
cast
open
guidance.
it, can I start trying to take a short rest, just in case it takes an hour?
Sure, you can try. You can start resting,
Can I-
but it's not enough for a short rest. Let me see this check and then I'll tell you how long.
I'm just sat on a boulder.
You're not able
literally.
to push through.
Ugh. What is going on, you guys, man? Come on! I thought you were gonna
Can I have a
help,
look?
man.
Can I have a look at the door and the mechanisms that are preventing it
Have you
from
tried
opening?
pulling?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, man.
Perception, not investigation?
No perception. You wouldn't be able to investigate what's blocking the door on the other side.
Not advantage.
I would also like to roll an investigation to see how
Oh,
heavy
wait,
this
no,
door is.
disadvantage because I've got my book.
Oh, okay.
Are the hinges on this side?
You're not sure, but you do know that it's like rubble blocking the other door, probably from the cave in.
I would also like to roll investigation to see what it's made of, how heavy it is, where the hinges are.
The hinges are facing your side, so it would open.
We could just
in,
we
like-
could blow off the hinges.
Could I
Oh,
try?
that's
You're trying thaumaturgy.
I
Well-
think more explosions are a bad idea.
It
Thaumaturgy
does,
would work if it's
it does
unlocked.
say
it
an
would work.
unlocked door to fly open, and
And
like,
I blew off the lock.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just I think it would be like a chill wind of the grave would sort of whip up out of nowhere and
Okay.
try and slam against
That's
the
enough
door
to open just enough for a person to walk through, but you see that the whole way through is covered in
rubble.
rubble. Yeah.
Is it enough? Can we squeeze through the rubble, or is it just too much?
Too much. It's all the way to the ceiling.
Well, we do have one way to clear it.
I blame
this a
this on the
path down
fireballs.
here?
I'm gonna be honest.
Is this a path down
It
here?
is also blocked, but yes, there is one.
Okay.
I could do one thing. I place one of the mortar shells on the rubble. That could also make it worse.
We're
Yeah,
quite
man.
far underground.
not
I
a
don't
controlled
really want
explosion
everything
you
going
do.
down for us.
Hey,
Hold on, everybody back away from the door. I've got a grand idea. wait for
that
everyone to back
doesn't
away.
sound so grand, man, but sure. Go
And I
for
get
it.
within 15 feet. I wait for everyone to get away from the door, and then I lightning lure one of the handles.
We've opened the door, though. The issue is the rubble.
So now you're gonna close the door.
We've gotten it open.
I
And
mean,
you've already
pushed
got
the door more.
Yeah, that's gonna push the door
If
close.
the hinges are on our side, if the hinges are on our side, surely it pulls it open.
Yeah.
No, the hinges are on your
Well-
side, but they open this way into
He was
the
saying
corridor.
the door opens that way.
Yeah, their hinges are on your side, but they open that way.
that doesn't track.
I mean, we've already like broken the door, so it's kind of open on this side. So
It's weird. fancy
yeah. What I'm
hinges.
doing is just
Weird
physically
fucking
removing the
doors.
door out of the
Yeah.
way and yanking it towards me.
Okay. Let me
there's no door.
roll a d100.
Okay, this will be fun. Is this an ability check? Just out of
No, just a d100. Just a luck thing. Okay.
Okay.
You're able to just pull the doors and they like break the hinges and it falls on your side, and rubble just like kind of like drops into the room, but it's still you see that like you can see inside, but you see this like a ramp and then it hits the ceiling.
Okay.
Hmm.
Looking
Excellent.
up at the ceiling in this room, is there any holes in the ceiling from when the rubble fell down?
Nope.
Actually, man,
Wait,
I think that
Wasn't
might
this
be a way
door-
out, man. Like,
Ceiling?
wait a minute.
just as a thought, if the ceiling is still attached, man, and we can sort of start to dig through the rubbles with these two big stinkers over here that can't seem to open the door. Come on, guys. But seriously, like if we can get them digging and stuff, I feel like we can make our way through the rubble, man.
Wait, isn't the door gone?
Ooh,
The door is gone.
Oh.
Doorway.
the door's gone. It's just the rubble now.
Doorway. Doorway.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Excuse me.
clear the.
I have
clear
an
the corridor.
idea. What
Oh.
if I cast the thunder waves on the rubble to like try and blow it apart?
Mm.
By the way, Cross, thank you for the host.
Have you not noticed the falling rocks from the sky, lad?
Fair point.
The structure's unstable. Could I,
In this,
as a dwarf, see just how structurally damaged the structure is? Is that something
yeah,
that could come under my
yeah,
dwarvish
yeah,
thingy?
yeah. So which sort of structure are you trying to figure out? The ceiling.
Stone cutting. Yeah,
You know that
not
make a
quite what it's for.
but you know that the ceiling is like really damaged at this point, but it's holding on, and if any more damage is done to it, it might just completely fall off and killing you.
is this taking us a few minutes?
Yeah, this is taking like
are we
15 to 20 minutes until now.
okay? In that time, can I like, especially because I've been standing back and not really doing much to contribute to this, can I like just do a prayer of healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that, and everyone heals 15 hit points.
Okay. Wait,
think
I have,
everyone-
I have
Yeah,
a
up to 6
question.
creatures. Oh, up to 6 creatures of my choice. Hang on, how many of us are there?
There's
I'm
se-
good, so-
Seven.
there's 7 of you.
I think
good,
Body
so you
Knock's
can
I
let
am
me
actually
out.
good to go. Like
Okay.
I have more than half of my hit points.
You can also leave me out.
Okay.
Are you looking to see how damaged I am, or you're asking? Because you'll get different answers.
I'd just be looking. No, you went down, so you get it. You don't get a choice.
Yeah. I've got 1 hit point.
Right. I get it. You get it. Aera gets it.
I did a
Flint
suicidal
absolutely
Superman
gets it.
punch.
Flint definitely gets it. And then like, what?
I'll take it.
Naldo. Yeah, Naldo and did Body Knock even take any damage?
It did take a few from the bludgeoning. And
So-
the fire breath.
It never got past my temporary
Oh,
hit
fair.
point.
Well, if he doesn't look like he's got a fucking scratch on him, then 3.
So,
Yeah.
You guys, concerning this door, I was just having to think back to our approach. Didn't we cross a room just this way with the door this way? Are we not trying to get back to the room that we were in?
you were trying
Yeah,
Is that
we
also
go-
caved in?
you were trying
Yeah,
to get
but
back
that's
of
also caved
you were
in.
trying to get back technically over here, where I'm pointing right now on the mouse. With the mouse.
Can't see.
It's
Yeah,
on the top.
that's
It's on the top left. You should see it on the black.
Yeah.
Is this area over here completely
It's
collapsed?
it's full of rubble. You'd have to clear it out.
Hey,
Can I find out which path looks the most clearable?
Yes, you can do that. Take an investigation.
Well, do we want most clearable or
Why
the
am I
one that
doing
we
this?
recognize the most?
I mean, we know where these doors up lead.
You think it would be the left one?
Left one. This one.
Yeah, that would
That
be the
Hey,
easiest
this
one.
one looks the easiest cleared. Look at the two piles. A lot of it's already gone.
That would take you around an hour to clear it
Down
all.
to a finer state.
an hour with
Well,
how many of us?
If we're gonna get another
All of
40
you.
minutes out of my big beasts,
All of you doing turns, it will take an hour.
What if we
what
do all
about
of
my
it
large
simultaneous?
beasts?
Without turns? That would take you 30
Uh,
minutes, but that will give you an exhaustion level to all of you.
Question.
Wait, hold on. My large beasts aren't able to do this themselves?
Alone, they would take 2 hours. With some help, they would take an hour. With a couple of you helping them.
Well,
Could I ask?
How long?
Because I know octopuses can fit through small gaps. Is it possible your giant octopus friend could go through to the other side and dig from that way?
It's too small for that. It's too
Meet us in
small.
the middle.
It's too small for that. What are you saying, Mike?
How long would it take for us to not only take turns clearing, but also get everybody get a short rest? Like take an hour. And
That
so
would.
that everybody.
We need to take advantage of these large beasts because
So
concentration on the spell zone.
to do that with the large beasts, plus 2 of you, it would take an hour, so everyone else could have a short rest except the 2 who are working.
I'll
Done.
work.
Done. I can work.
You would do it. Are you going to do it in turns or not in turns? Not in turns, it will take less time, but you'll get an exhaustion level.
Could you could you summon
do it in
something that has a
turns.
burrowing speed?
I don't.
I actually.
What if I cast against ability?
Still.
You know what, man? I can make this even easier. I am going to wild shape myself into a black bear.
That would work. That Josh plus the
Not
2 things would work. That would work.
Still help.
Yeah.
Not a badger mouse.
Wait, no, not black bear.
Black bear's
Where is
just
it?
Secret
large
tunnel.
claws.
Well, but is there a giant badger that has a good burrowing speed?
Badgers do.
Giant
Badger moles have better.
So are you guys going to talk during your short rest?
badger burrow speed. Yeah.
You can all roleplay during short rest if you want, or we can skip. Up to you guys.
I'm gonna go and take a perch on this after I go first digging, I imagine, and then because I sort of like point them in the direction of what rocks you could move without breaking, like tearing the whole thing down and blah de blah. And then after I've had like a 10 minutes of that, I go and sit down and just.
My goal for the rest of the time I can is to continuously make whatever kind of checks possible to make sure structural integrity is maintained with the help of.
Make a couple
Hamish.
of perception checks.
Cool.
Is me helping give him advert? Never mind. oh, Christ.
Noticing, fucking hell. Noticing him do that, can I lend my aid with my mending cantrip to
Yeah.
help him patch up
I mean,
weak bits?
Yeah, I'm also using.
I said a couple, so you're lucky, Josh. You're lucky. I said a couple. So you're able to. It takes you an hour, but you're able to clear off the path. Are you gonna roleplay during that hour,
Okay.
or just?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, just let me know if anything happens behind my back because I'm gonna be kind of busy, guys. So well, yeah. Let me know.
I'm just gonna wait under this table where it's nice and safe away from the falling rocks.
I'll be mending the rocks.
Oh wait, hey, Hamish?
Yeah. Yeah?
Did I hear you correctly during that quite harrowing encounter?
Well, what did you hear?
There was a lot of rubble falling, man, and I don't know exactly what it might have been, but making a bad assumption, I think I heard something like Edith?
You did hear me say that name. I said it in Dwarvish, but I basically said, I'll be with you soon, Edith. She was my wife. Unfortunately, she's no longer of this world. So, I don't know, I thought, in the moment, low chance of success. I thought, I called for a little prayer almost.
Wow, man. Dude, I'm so sorry, man.
It's alright. I don't hide it. I just, I don't volunteer the information.
Absolutely, man. Well, my prayers are with her and you as well, but you're still with the living, man. So, and as I'm saying that, I'm patting him on the shoulder for another 4 points of health.
The hour passes by, and you all see the path cleared up.
I was gonna.
Oh yeah, sorry.
While we.
My bad.
While we were like waiting, for the hard workers to clear the rubble, I was just gonna check in on Flint, yeah, go over to him in his table fortress. Flint, how are you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna stay here and hold on to Francis for a little bit. We're very far underground. I mean, if you think about how much rock is above us, that's a lot of weight that could fall and crush us. And
as you say, Francis, you hear his voice in his head saying, "Dad, you should know that you should put yourself under the fucking table." And he takes his tongue out, like hissing a bit as he says that.
You've been treated in bad language.
I was a little bit more concerned about the skeleton that was breathing fire all over us.
I don't know if I heard that.
No, it's all in his head. It's all in his head.
Yeah, I said it out loud though.
But yes, it most certainly would have killed us in an instant. But it did not. We live to die another day.
Yes, but I mean, the rock was falling from the ceiling even when we weren't doing fireballs. It could go there at any second.
Do I overhear this conversation?
I would
Or you being
I would
quiet?
assume, unless they are being quiet.
Not being quiet.
I will limp over, use my glaive as a staff, and sort of plonk down next to him. You go, Flint, the whole getting killed instantly thing is not something to be scared of. Think about it. Why worry about something that you don't have any control over? And won't cause you any pain because it'll be over in a second.
Well, because I prefer not to die. Pain's fine. It's the living part that I want to carry on.
But there's no point, worrying or stressing about it, because then you suffer twice. I mean, if it does cave down, and by the looks of it, I reckon as long as we don't, make any loud explosions, we'll be alright. If it does go, we won't notice, we'll be there and then we won't wake up in the Elysian Plains or wherever faith you believe in.
What if the rock falls and it crushes my feet first, and then my hands, and then my legs, and then it like part of it doesn't fully like squash me, but like partly crushes my chest, and I can't breathe properly. And then whatever there's like soil that goes into my mouth.
Okay, you're
Flint,
thinking about this way too much.
Flint, calm down. I will make you a promise. If it looks like you're about to die a slow, agonizing death,
I will kill you first.
I shall be sure to execute you first.
I mean, that's the kindest thing you could do, to be honest.
Hey, can I have in on that? If I look like
Thank
I'm
you very much.
slowly bleeding out, if I look like I'm slowly bleeding out, can you do the same to me? Because you know that's a terrible way to go.
I mean,
You
you were
have
slowly
my
bleeding
word.
out earlier.
Yes,
Aye, but I
shall
was unconscious.
attempt-
That's fine. Don't
I
mind
shall
that.
attempt
That's peacefully.
resuscitation first, but if it looks like there is no way out,
Okay.
So also during this hour,
Yeah.
you guys see Yaro just sort of is just pacing this half circle here, twirling. If you're paying any attention, there's a coin in his fingers that it's a silver and gold coin on either side with a sun and a moon on it. Sometimes it appears to just disappear out of nowhere and then come back as he's doing it in the other hand or whatever. And also he is humming a tune that doesn't sound like he necessarily knows or is trying to remember. So, passing time.
Okay. Time passes by. And the way is clear.
Just because I forgot to say this earlier, Josh, could you
Mhm.
make a perception check for me?
Oh, sure.
When the
What
Naldi...
for?
What?
Is this with Josh stats or with Naldo stats?
Naldo stat, I think.
Naldo stats. You're not sure because I'm constantly, wet, but you get the sense I might have been crying, but it's really hard to tell, in the rain.
Okay. Yeah, you were crying.
Yeah.
And
Oh
in
yeah, I've been crying basically since I charged at the dragon.
Josh has the best power ever, Captain Insight's power.
Captain Insight.
Okay.
I look into your soul and I find it.
So, are you heading out completely, or are you going to explore more?
I'm actually interested, where did my token go? Because I see this big boy, but I don't see my... What am I doing under there?
You're under the rubble for some reason.
You're on top of it.
Well, how... I can't...
my
Oh,
screen, you're
there
on
we
top of
go.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The...
Did we get the key?
Just as
Yeah.
the hour is about to go, you all hear... You all hear in Elvish, "Thank you, my friends. Good work. I will see you when I see you."
It's in this tunnel.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the experience we got for this whole floor?
You'll get the experience at the end of the session, the full experience.
Oh, okay.
I didn't give you the one from the previous floor, did I?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I don't think you've done this dungeon at all.
So
right?
I'm gonna do the whole dungeon plus this
No.
session at the end of the session.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
Hey, Frank, what's going on over here?
It's blocked, so no path.
Locked.
Okay, I'm back.
More rebel.
So you're just heading straight out.
Hamish, are you leading us again?
Aye, unless there's any objections.
Yeah, get back here, man. I've got one thing to give you before you go, and it's a just good pat on the back.
Thank you very much.
That is
I know,
so
I'm just
aggressively
really
Naldo.
curious-
What were you saying? Sorry.
Curious about you guys. I'm not anywhere.
Hmm?
Maybe
You cut off a bit.
this is just a weird, interesting passage.
It is blocked by rubble. So you're just walking out. Okay.
It's blocked by rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a mirror to the other
Alright.
one on the other side.
It's gonna put me forever. I feel
Yeah,
like
just
there's
like-
treasure back there.
Go through this dungeon.
Okay, now that the map's gone, was there treasure back there, Frank?
I don't know.
Immediately
I
runs
know.
back in.
Probably. I should have stayed. I should have just stayed there and started clearing it out on my own.
As we're leaving, Naldo turns to the group and says, I don't know about you guys, but that seemed a little bit weird. Like, to me, I was expecting as soon as we saw that skeletal, like, dragon kind of thing, that we were going to be in the fight for our lives. But yet, some of us, like, barely got hurt, and then others were, like, almost at death's door, or literally at death's door. I don't know if that's weird for anyone else, but that's weird for me. Like, it almost feels like some people are intentionally in more danger than others. Or
Well, you know, some of us, our job is to be at the front in the danger, and some of us are more useful at the back. Makes sense they get hurt less, you know.
Sure.
Also,
I
you know, some of us are in better armor and better armed.
Yeah, man. No, absolutely. But, like, I just find it weird that it's almost always a couple people. Like, I can almost bet, man. Like, I can put money down that Hamish, you'll go down in a fight if it's a hard one, man. And I don't want to see you go down, man. I don't like to see anyone go down. Unless, of course, it's consensual, man. Just gotta put that out there. If there's consent, we're good. But, like,
perhaps we should consider spending more time talking about, I don't know, like tactics and maybe we group up in times, or you know, any of this. It's all.
I guess
Battlefield is a puzzle to solve.
Yeah, man. I guess that's what I was going for without knowing I was going for it, man. But yeah, I want us to be safe and together and like join forces literally so that people don't go down as quickly, man. Because like I enjoy doing what I do, but there's like I feel like you're gonna have mental damage in like a week from the amount of times you go down and come back up, man.
You could heal us before we go unconscious.
Hey, that's a grand idea. Why haven't we thought of that before? Why haven't we thought of that?
That was a lot of sass damage.
That's inspired.
You're absolutely right, man, and maybe that's something that I need to look into doing.
Keep role playing. I'll be right back.
But like, I don't know. Is it just me and Aaro that are feeling like this?
I never thought that I would hear myself say this, but I agree with you. I wish for us all to be safe and together.
Shares the pain.
You have all already compelled me to look to restorative magic rather than simply draining the life, but focusing on the balance between life and death. I never thought that I would do that, but keeping you safe has become a priority I never thought it would be. So I agree. We should try to play it safer.
Well, I might have an idea for that.
Sure, man. Shoot.
This would require a lot of alcohol and cocaine.
When does your plan
that doesn't
start?
sound safe, man.
Alcohol and cocaine will kill you.
That sounds like a
They will
that sounds
only
like a
kill-
proverbial bottle rocket, man.
They will only kill me if I let them.
Maybe he means in shifts.
Well, it depends on how much you take, I suppose.
Hey, what's the
This will be
saying?
a sleepless
Life,
night.
no one gets out alive.
I'm
I think-
very skeptical, man. Like I just said, I don't like people going down, and God knows if you go down go down outside of a fight, I don't know if we'll be prepared to get you back up again, man.
Well, how about this? How about while he's working, we always have either you or Faust looking after him. You know, just supervising in case he goes unconscious.
Sure, man.
And he agrees not to work unsupervised.
Wait, you're talking about me?
Aye.
Yeah,
you.
man. We're talking about you.
You're the one
man.
talking about alcohol and cocaine.
Well, you have clearly never been to Kina. That is the only thing the School of the Black Gunpowder does.
Oh, I
So
have.
it is
I'm well
really
travelled,
hard.
but
Those engineers do a lot of alcohol and cocaine at the same time. It is a very wild party there.
Just because they do doesn't mean you have to anymore. You're part of us now, not them.
Well, it's amazing to get work done.
Well, man, let's sort of level on some playing field here. So you want to do alcohol and cocaine to get work done, and we don't want you to do that to die. So why don't we do it in like shifts? One day it's alcohol, one day it's cocaine, just so your system has a little time to like flush out all of these chemicals, man.
Substitute the alcohol with the cocaine and then vice versa.
Yeah, man, one or the other.
I have never considered this work method.
I mean, think about it. If you've got one head, are you going to try and split it into two and then combine it back together without feeling the effects of any kind of damage?
I feel like that area would be Frost's domain, not mine.
Exactly, man. So what are you doing
since
trying
we
to split your head in half?
Since we said this, could you reattach two heads first?
He looks thoughtful for a moment.
In theory, it would
Make
be an
a
interesting
make an history
experiment.
check, Foss.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I don't want to know.
A history
I don't know.
22.
Oh yeah.
You've
What
read
do I know about attaching two heads?
you've
to
read quite a
body?
few books that it's possible.
Nice.
He's gonna make an Etten.
Yes.
Your next golem's gonna be an Etten golem. That's what's happening. Oh god.
In
Well,
theory,
if my
it's
head
possible.
somehow deattaches, Frost can put it back.
Just put it
Man,
back on
that's what I'm referring to, like extreme measures, man. If we can try to avoid them. Man.
off game. This would be an interesting thing. You just reattach Tori's head to Naldo's body, so then it would be Thori, Naldo, and Emmy all in the same body.
Oh no.
Wait, no.
We already
no.
have enough split personality in the party.
No.
Let's not
Yeah,
go down this
that's
road.
That's too much tragic backstory for one character to handle.
That's too much
Also-
chaos in one being, man.
Yeah. Seeing this conversation take this dark turn, I go, Faust, if I do
Yes.
die, leave me dead, eh? None of this two heads malarkey. Let me rest.
The best prank ever. You let the image die,
Hamish
and then
gets
quiz
tattooed, do
reincarnation.
not resuscitate.
Resuscitate, aye. Resurrect, nay.
Okay, completely out of game.
Promise.
Completely out of game. Do you guys in the UK or Portugal have a little thing that you can put on your driver's license to signify if you are an organ
DNS,
donor
yeah.
or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
usually an
Yeah.
RID, not driver's
Well,
yeah.
license.
In Wales, you have to opt out of being an organ donor.
We have it.
Okay.
We have it on our ID.
You do in England as well.
We have it on our ID.
Yeah, same. But that's just what what it made me think of. We should all just have a necklace that says DNR.
Okay.
In our other party, we've all got our wills and testaments like written out.
Wait,
Oh man.
I actually thought
Shared.
I'm gonna try that thing that Josh was saying. The two things at the same time. The two bots at the same time.
Cool.
Let's see.
Hell yeah.
Okay, as you come out, you notice that like there's like some sort of sandstorm brewing.
Scheiße.
Oh shit, man.
Can we make it back to the closest town?
Me and server muted.
Super loud.
You,
It is quite loud.
you need to lower the sound for you guys.
I've got it at like 12%.
Yeah, I have it lower than that.
I had it at 100. Shit.
Right, guys, I really don't want to know what happens to me in a sandstorm.
No, man, you're gonna turn into like a stone pillar, man. All right, what do we have on us to protect from the wind, man? Does anybody have a tent or something, man?
I imagine we do in our suppose kit.
Yeah, don't like all those kits we start with. Like the adventure
It seems
kit
as
or whatever.
there's light though, so
no.
you think that by the time you come out, the sun is back up, so it's dawn.
We could sleep in the dungeon again.
Done. Yeah.
You wouldn't have the
Um,
effect.
I don't
You
wanna
wouldn't
do that.
you wouldn't have the effects of the long rest.
Yeah, just waiting out the sandstorm in the dungeon, maybe.
Is
I
there a
think-
nearby sand dune?
Apparently, I've got a. No, I've got a 2-man tent in my inventory. apparently.
There's a
I mean, if we all snuggle really hard.
there's a dune around, yeah.
Is if we want to wait
Cool.
here, is anybody interested in going back and checking out the side tunnel I found down there by where we came out?
I will
Rejected.
be open to that if we don't split up the party, man.
I'm not going
mean,
any
If
further
you're
than
going
the
in, I'm
extra
going
door.
with you. But
Oh, I forgot to say this.
if we go down, we go down together.
As you come out, you see as like the 4 key shards just sort of like levitate out of your pockets and just like assemble. And you are finally able to
Cool.
see the symbol that is represented on the key on the place where you'd hold the key.
Mm-hmm.
Make I know Faust would just know the symbol. You would know that this is the symbol for the royal palace in Kai,
In Kai.
the capital of Ni.
Oh. Oh shit.
And
And I'd nowhere near there.
by the way, Tori, remember you had the water in your water skin?
Yes, the decanter of endless water.
As soon as you come out, you feel like the weight of it increases.
I'd like to drink it.
Tastes like normal water again. Doesn't taste like nothing at all.
That is funny. The magic water is normal water now.
I walk over to the
Melden-
nearest sand dune and I start digging a hole into it, a shelter into the sand dune using my shield. To get away
Meldo
from the
looks
sand,
around
the
the
sandstorm
cave
coming in.
entrance, or the entrance to this place, trying to look for any glyphs or specific markings that would signify some kind of magic or draconic root.
Make an investigation.
Investigation?
Perception, if you're looking. Just looking.
Okay.
Not really. There's runes, but you can't really read them.
Can I look to the sun and figure out which way west is? I also tell you that I recognize the symbol, by the way, guys.
Make an insight check.
An insight check. Okay.
Okay. You do know that the west, you know where the west is.
Yeah.
The symbol on that key. It matches
What did you say? The royal chambers.
The royal
Royal
palace.
family?
Palace.
Royal palace. Yeah.
it matches the crest of the royal
So,
palace in
the-
Kai,
The
the capital city just to the west.
the symbol would be sort of like an Egyptian hieroglyphic eye, sort of thing, with a pyramid behind it.
Perhaps we should begin moving towards the city. Maybe we can make it there
Hey, that's a shout.
before sundown.
I've got an aunt there, owes me money.
As
Perfect, let's
you
go.
as you get on your horses, you travel through the sandstorm. You'd predict usually it would take you around an hour, but because of the sandstorm, you would.
Wait, are we actually going to do that and not wait for the sandstorm to die down?
It doesn't really stop you from walking; just takes you longer. This one, it's not that big of a sandstorm.
AR looks disappointed. He looks like he was about to go back.
It takes you
Yeah,
around.
I was full on digging into a sand dune to get away from it, Scorpion King style. I mean, come on.
I rolled an 11 wisdom. He was going to go back if we stay around longer.
Well, we could hunker down, but it is only a short distance away. A few hours.
Well,
Personally,
you
I
know
don't want
this
to be buried
terrain
by
better than
anything
us. I'll take your word for it. If you
Like
say
I
it's
said before,
fine
Dan.
enough weather to ride, then I'll take it.
So, you spend.
I mount first, jump, and I start riding.
You're not really able to see much until you reach the city since the storm. And then you arrive at Kai. Let me pull you up to the map. Kai, also known as the City of Miracles, a paradisic wonder in the middle of the desert. You see quite a few warships tracked on its docks, and you see that from the distance you see that it has 4 walls: the outer wall, 2 inner walls, and a higher fortified middle wall. In the middle wall, you're able to see a tall picture, the palace in Aladdin sort of thing.
Okay. Taj Mahal kind of style.
The style of the city looks interesting. From the second wall, so counting from the outside, you see that it looks very much like Argos, colorful, vivid, with a lot of like tapestries, while the outer wall looks more like what you saw back in I'm missing the name of the city now. The first temple you went to, the place where you went to the first temple. More brownish in color, more like the color of the desert itself. You see that there's a lot of people like traveling in and out of the city, mostly people with camels and caravans transporting spices and all sorts of commerce. The way into the walls, it is guarded, and they're doing checks on the people for any potential threats.
Well, we're a walking threat.
You are?
So what's that towards the north? Is that an arena?
You wouldn't know yet. You'd have to explore.
Arena. Faust, did you say you've been here before?
Faust would have been here a couple of times, yes.
Would I have been here?
No.
I have visited on occasion. I wouldn't say I am intimately familiar.
Right, well. Seems like you're the most experienced here, so you're probably the tour guide this time.
And the city.
What are the basics that I would know about the city? Just from
make an insight check, see what you remember. It's been a while since you've been here.
Fair. 15.
Okay, you know that the city is highly fortified, highly defended, guards patrolling every street. That the lower part, the one near the wall, is the most populated and the most poor, although they are not really poor, since they live in the capital. And from there it increases. So the second wall would be more for a thing that exists more in the Knee Empire, which is a 4th class, which is the class of the commerce. So there's the nobility class and the class of the commerce, which is 2 separate things in this.
The bourgeoisie.
The bourgeoisie, basically. and afterward the high nobles, the councilmen, the people who make the decision for the countries. And the last wall, you know it's the palace, but that's about what you would know. You wouldn't be able to walk in there. You know that it's a very big commercial city, and most of a lot of the commerce is sold within the city, but a lot of it is also transported into Riaza and Moromore, and the Freelands.
Okay, well, I think in an effort to save my throat, I tell you guys that, like, as we're walking in, I suppose, like, over the course of a couple minutes. But that would kill my throat. But yeah, like, probably with a focus on, like, the sort of...
There is a tiered class system, with the poorest in the outer ring and the richest in the inner ring. The commercial section in the center, in the middle ring, rather. The central ring contains the palace. No one, such as myself, gets to go inside, so that's as much as I can tell you.
Yeah, etc., etc.
Makes sense defensively. This seems like a very military-focused city.
Incredibly. As you can imagine, a lot of wounded end up here.
I mean, all of you
Such a military hub.
would have heard that would have heard of Kai as like the capital city of commerce in the world.
So, do we think that key leads to something in the palace?
You're pretty sure.
It has their symbol.
I was asking the group, but that's helpful for me.
Fair.
I would believe so. It has their symbol. It would be unlikely it was anywhere else.
Okay,
Well, what's
so
what's our plan
what,
even in
what,
the
are,
town?
what are we looking for? Are we looking for an inn man? Are we looking for a library, or are we looking to just straight on try and find an audience with the literal king of this place?
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys the name of the organization from the King of Beggars. It's called the Sandbaggers.
Sandbaggers?
Beggars.
That's hilarious.
Well, I don't see why we should concern the king with this. I don't think it's really a kingly matter.
It is not a king. There's no king in this country. There's an empress.
Empress.
Other than we may require passage through his home, or this.
Faust, you'd be able to describe her if you want. I can send you a picture of her, and you could describe them to them.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, Frank, how loud is this city?
It's quite loud. A lot of people traveling in and out.
Well,
oh my god, I didn't copy.
DM, I've got an aunt here joke as a sort of offhand, but if you're happy with it, then I'd like to check in with my aunt. If you're comfortable making an NPC that fast. But I don't want to put you on the spot, so feel free to retcon that.
I mean, I don't really mind, to be honest.
He says, shooting himself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an NPC. She would live in the poorest part of the city, though.
Wait, have you sent me?
Wait.
I imagine she's a locksmith, like most of my family.
No, I've sent it to you.
Well, I mean, I'd like to check in with my aunt if maybe Naudor, if you wouldn't mind joining me.
Yeah, man, absolutely. But I gotta
anyone
say,
else is welcome to.
Does anybody have any like little like? Oh man, I don't know how to describe them. Back from the coast, man, there were these little like fluffy things that you could pick from the grass, and like if you shoved them in your ears, things would get muted. I don't know what it is right now, but man, this city's loud, man.
I think I could build that.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
Naldo, would you? Are the loud sounds distressing?
Unnerving, man. Yeah, man.
I Faust has like isn't great with people, so this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna cast Deafness on you.
Oh, what's the save? Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Not knowing what's going on and not being fully communicated to that I'm being helped.
Oh, you pass. You pass.
Wait. What was that?
Oh, I forgot to communicate. That would have muffled your ears in a similar way to what you described.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! Damn it, man! Oh, man! I should have just let it happen, man! I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Well, maybe... Can I rummage around in my bag? Try to use one or two of the mushroom stems and fashion them into earplugs?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
We're going through the poor quarter.
You got mushrooms sticking out your ears.
Yeah.
I've got mushrooms sticking out my
He's a
ears.
druid. I don't really.
Thorin leans in and he goes, "Is that working? How well can you hear me?"
You just see his mouth moving and you hear. Yeah.
And then telepathically, I will communicate to you saying, I'm not great at reading lips, man, but like if you want to respond to me directly, then next time someone needs to speak to me, just tap me on the shoulder, man, and you can speak with me. And
Scheiße,
my
so
lips
much
don't move.
works. You see, Thorin just like takes out a notebook and writes down mushrooms noise block. And under it, important.
Oh, and actually, I'm going to take the psychedelic scarf that I picked up, and I'm going to make myself a bit of a turban to cover my hair and my ears, so that the mushrooms are secured and don't move around and fall off. So now they are sport earmuffs.
Okay. So how are you gonna go through exploring the city?
Fantastic.
Would I know of like a you know where to find it an inn of some kind,
You know a few inns on the lower
or
town.
at least where to start looking?
You know that there's one that doesn't really accept you anymore because the owner was kind of freaked out by you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Besides that, you know that there's one quite near the entrance. Well established inn. Mainly supports travelers from other countries who just arrive in the city.
Oh, okay. Which entrance did we enter from?
The bottom one.
north or south?
No, the south entrance. So it would
South.
be just on the first on the first houses, first two houses.
Mm-hmm.
I would like
Somebody mentioned finding somewhere to rest. I think I know somewhere if you would like.
Yeah, man. Whatever you've got, man.
I would enjoy that. I need a quiet place to work.
I would like to stop at the library before I get any rest. There's something on my mind.
Ooh.
Do I know where a
You
library
wouldn't
would
know
be,
where a
or-
library would be, no. Sadly.
It's okay. I can just go for a
Make an
I'll find one.
investigation,
Oh,
Tom.
not, better not
Wait, hey,
end
take
up in the
ARO
inn
with
of
you.
libraries again.
Take ARO with you, at least, man. Just so that we've got a couple of us together.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
He's good at investigating, man.
The library.
anyone's happy to come with me. I just
Feels a little
that's where I'm
weird going
going.
in open. Feels like weird going in during open hours, but you know, it's okay.
Make an
As you say,
investigation.
go to the library. Thorin just points. Ha! Nerds.
Body knock. Anyone else?
Body dog, what do you think?
Yes, no. Yes, I think that's an excellent idea.
Okay, you do find a library near the oasis, which is just around here. You do
That's a net 20 library, right?
it's a low tier library, but sure. You also notice something across the plaza. There's a slave trade happening.
Naldo's not with that group, is he?
No.
What group is seeing this?
Body knock, Flint, and Mike. So you three can roleplay.
Library group.
The Brainy
Does
Bunch.
it look like state-sponsored slavery or?
Oh yeah,
like
it's
regular
you know it's
legal slavery.
from what you've heard from the last few cities, you know it's quite normal to have slavery here.
Oh my goodness!
You could technically buy
I
slaves.
hate this.
Hint, hint, says the DM.
I can't believe they do that to people. Do we see any Black Lotus symbols?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm terrible at perception. Oh,
You don't see any symbols, but you see a face you recognize. Back in session 1, Jack ran away with this young blonde man.
Wait, I thought it was a female.
No, that's the
Close
one
to
you
that, actually.
save. This is like when he was moving away. He took someone with him. Another
Typical female.
another official of the Black Lotus.
Oh.
You do recognize him. He is escorting sort of a caravan from Riaza. They seem to be heading towards the center of the capital, where the palace is.
oh crap! Hey, Body Knock, could you get your friend there to follow them, keep track of them?
I just forgot the name of my. Oh yes, Piers, please go invisible and keep an eye on that lot over there.
Piers looks at you. Master?
You heard me, Piers. Get to it.
You see his tail kind of like pulled out as he's being sent away from his master. It just like flies, following that thing. He goes invisible and flies.
Brilliant. But what can we even do about them? I mean, they're allowed to be here, right?
What do you think? You gonna go straight to the library? You gonna check the slave thing?
No.
That sounds
mean,
that
there's
sounds so
not-
bad to say. You wanna check the slave trading center? That sounds so
Yeah,
bad.
The slave trade. Oh yeah.
I would like a slave, please.
You would like to check it?
No. I was just saying, like, there's not much we can do about slavery here. It's not like we can kill all the slavers because it's like a national pastime.
There's something you could do that we did in the other campaign, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. That we did in Zed's campaign, but we're not going to tell you what it is. Do you remember
We buy all
the elf
weapons from the
couples there?
market, and then we smuggle them all in and unlock them all.
They bought the slaves.
We bought the slaves and then we released them and hired them.
Basically, you kept them as slaves, but you paid
Yeah,
them.
basically.
That's the difference.
It's not really stopping the cycle.
I mean, they get paid
Propagating
and
it.
they're free.
You're just increasing demand.
You've just given money to the slavers so they can get more slaves.
We didn't force them to stay with us. I persuaded them with a nat 20.
You Bart forced them.
I know, but what we're saying is you funded the slaving industry.
Yes, technically.
Because
Made it worse. You increased demand.
it's going to go off and buy more slaves. Yeah.
Bart forced them.
Right, let's just go to the library. I'm too tired for this shit.
Okay. What do you walk inside the library? It looks like an old-ish library. Doesn't have a lot of books, and the ones that it has look to not be in the best state possible. Nevertheless,
Excuse me, who's in charge here? This is horrendous.
you see an old gnome. What do you want?
Why are these books in such bad condition?
Well, look at me. You see a very, very old gnome. I have no help. I'm not strong enough to clean this anymore, and we don't have enough help.
Why don't you hire someone?
Do you think I can sell anything?
Well, it's called an investment. If you look after the books, they'll sell themselves.
You're too young to understand business, Dragonborn.
Excuse me, I'm 40-something now. I've aged 10 years in the last 2 days.
Biological age does not mean maturity age. He just keeps sweeping the floor.
Didn't know
I'm
not gonna make
255,
that.
and you sound like you're full of shit.
Just a little bit. It's basic business practice. What advantage is there of having moldy books that you can't read?
I mean, you can read them. He just keeps brooming as he looks at you he has like a really wide smile as he looks at you.
I can't be dealing with this right now. I've only got 8 hit points left.
Are we in a library? Why is he trying to sell books in a library?
Well, you know what I mean. Not sell books, but sell visitors. Or
Yeah.
But people
Well,
pay
it's
to
kinda
come
like
in, right?
what you say.
Or pay for.
People come to pay to read the books and take them home and then return them. If you don't, you have penalties of the sort of things.
Yeah, right.
Oh god, it's an actual library.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You forget that Riaza, compared to the Ni Empire, is much less developed in terms of like education, so they don't really see a library as a profitable thing, whilst here they do see it as a profitable thing.
I can't wait to go back home.
Is there something you were looking for coming here, Flint?
More of a personal thing. Well,
I was gonna say, I hope you have a look.
Oh, I haven't sent you the book shit yet. Fuck.
no, you haven't.
I need to send that. I'll send that by tomorrow.
But my brothers, well, you know when we were on that boat and we were traveling to whatever city it was, I can't remember now.
I do.
Across the sea. Well, in the middle of the night, it's a bit strange actually saying it out loud. My brothers appeared out of nowhere. Teleported in and teleported me away to this room. And this sounds even stranger now. And then all of a sudden I met one of the most important dragons in the whole, continent. And they told me about what the situation is with dragons.
Okay, make an investigation.
At the moment and stuff. Sorry, it sounds just ridiculous. Saying it out loud, but it's true.
I've come across a lot of ridiculousness in my time. It sounds interesting. Sounds like certainly something to unravel. I can help you have a look in any books that might help out.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, nice.
And I'll look for those books.
By the way,
1348.
the thing that you found, Tom, you found a riddle in the first book, the one from the other day.
Right.
And the riddle is
You just say
this.
a riddle.
He's so fucked with this riddle. It's gonna take him the whole campaign.
Sure. Oh, no,
No, Tom's pretty good at riddles.
So what were you looking for, Ayaro?
he was helping me look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm helping him.
He doesn't have any
He's-
books on dragons or any sort of things.
What about the Mirage Islands?
Nothing at all.
So this is the library that a 25 investigation found us. Or, I'm sorry, a net 20 investigation.
Yeah.
Probably without
be like
access
20
and contacts within the
Yeah,
city.
without
probably.
access and contacts and nobility status, that's the best you can get. You are in the most poor part of the city. Tommy's reading the riddle and he's just reconsidering all his life choices.
Only you knew somebody who couldn't put down a riddle.
Hold on.
So, Body Knock, you looking for something?
In the library. Are there any books relating to Faku or demons or devils that are interesting? Can I investigate?
Make an investigation for that. $14. You find not a book, but on one of the shelves a symbol. Looks sort of like a coin. In the center of the coin, it has like the shape of a devil. Do you want to do anything with that?
Shape of a devil.
Hmm.
Yeah. Give me. We've had a short rest, haven't we? Yeah, we
Yeah.
have. Okay. Can I want to cast detect magic on it.
Wait, have you not released your imp form yet? You're still in imp form technically. Because you haven't passed out yet.
It's not been 8 hours.
Yeah, because you're not passed out.
Crazy.
It's not been 8 hours yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I got my hat. They can't tell I'm in disguise.
Oh god.
You just look like a tiefling, to be honest. A very small tiefling.
Exactly. I don't know.
18 inches.
So what were you gonna do?
Yeah, I want to cast detect magic on the Is it a coin you said?
Yeah, it's like the carving of a coin.
Yeah. I want to detect magic, see if I can find any magic on it.
You don't find any magic.
Okay. Do I recognize anything on it? Like any deities or anything like that?
It's a hard roll. Make an history check. It seems to be depicting something of the demonic entities, but you're not really sure what.
Excuse me, Buckkeep. Would you happen to know who this is? And I'll point to the entities on the coin.
A fellow gnome. Rare to see one of you on these parts. He kind of like struts. I don't quite know. It seems to have been here for a few years. Before I owned this shop, so at least 50 years?
How much would it cost for me to take this off your hands?
The board that is holding the bookshelf?
Sorry?
So it's carved into the bookshelf.
Oh, it's carved into the bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, are there any books on the shelf that are interesting, or is it just like...
It looks like culinary books.
There.
Well, like... If you disassemble by yourself, I don't mind you taking the plank. Basically saying do all the work and you can take the plank.
Actually, I think I may have a better idea, and I'm gonna try and doodle.
do a sleight of hand check again. So you get the coin draw. It's the second shitty drawing you do, by the way.
Yeah. Great.
You're gonna have a proficiency in shitty drawings at some point. You're able to like draw the coin, but the inside looks more like a chicken than a demon.
Demonic chickens.
Some kind of demonic shit.
Abyssal chickens.
Abyssal
You know, there's not much of a difference.
Abyssal
It's
fucking
my
chicken.
understanding that chickens were demonic.
Oh god.
Always has been.
Okay. Library group. Anything else?
I'd like to look up anything about a famous nymph and someone who's witty.
That's very. Make an investigation.
Because like there's nothing to figure out about this unless I know who specifically this is referring to. So. Oh.
That's a fucking good roll. I'm actually surprised. Okay.
That's a strong 25.
I think this is the first session where our 20s have outnumbered our ones.
Okay.
Yep.
Whilst reading through the books, you find this old reddish book. Wait, what languages do you speak, by the way?
I speak Common, Draconic, and Giant.
I'm pretty sure you can't read this book right now.
I know someone who can though. But how do I know that it's the book I'm looking for?
Wait. Let me tell you. Let me just check
The picture on the cover.
Make a quick insight check. See if you can recognize the language.
On this case, you can judge a book by its cover.
Insight, where is it? It's alphabetical. Keep going.
Okay. You would recognize this as Abyssal. The the national language of the Distan Empire.
Oh.
And you think this is the right book because there's a woman depicted on the picture who kind of looks like a nymph.
Excuse me, sir. How much for this book? Can I buy it?
You wish to buy the book at a library?
Yes.
Give me a second. And he just like walks onto the counter, like puts a small stool, gets on top of the stool, and places like beats and starts like counting. Can I look at the book, please?
I show the book.
And he opens it. State 4 out of 10. Content.
Yes.
I don't know how to read this.
Me neither, actually.
I like the pictures.
I'd say 6 out of 10. Hardcover, and he like slams the book against the table. Looks pretty good. I'll
lethal out of 10.
I'll part of it with 7 gold.
7 gold.
This is a relic. This is a relic, sire.
If it's
You
such a
you
relic,
heard you heard when he said sire, he was like literally being the most sarcastic bitch he could.
I'm not going to do the voice because it's hurt my throat. But if it's a relic, why aren't you looking after it better?
You wanna?
Ooh.
Then why do you wanna buy it?
I'm not saying it's not worth buying. I'm just saying it's not worth 7 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. I show my I show my draconic teeth in a cringy smile.
Hey, he looks at you. He looks at the book.
Looks at the teeth.
Fine. 3 gold. That's as low as I'll go.
Fine. Put 3 gold on the table and slip the book underneath.
He
my robe.
says something in a language you don't recognize, and he kind of makes his way back to the broom.
I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Mike and Sam, any roleplay? Anything you want to do?
Did I notice that that mild argument they were having about?
Yeah, you did.
I think I want to go where that book is going. I'm gonna go follow them.
Fucking follow Flynn.
I've just been trying. Oh, I missed that.
You doing it stealthily or?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, he noticed it.
I'm just gonna walk around in like a really large loop.
Such a dick move. Mike?
So also ARO's been just, I guess, following Flint, just interested in helping out. And, whatever he
Follow the lead.
You want to ask if I'm doing it stealthily?
Oh, you don't notice it.
Are you?
No.
So ARO is literally hiding behind Body Knock.
Just like, yep.
So you can only see Body Knock, but they're both following.
Can I try and slip away?
He's actually not doing it.
How is that possible?
Make
Body Knock's like the size of his left knee.
make a stealth check to see how well you can.
Actually scrolling.
And both of you make a perception.
army crawling.
Both of you make a perception check against his stealth.
Oh.
Solid Snake army crawl.
You try. You see like a small passage. You think, oh yeah, this is gonna be a perfect place, and then you ended up in like a big, large plaza, like empty, and they just can't see you walking around there.
Oh.
Okay, everyone else.
Hello.
Josh, Nick, Tori, Matt.
Yeah. Looks like Hamish and I were going to head to his aunt's place and meet up with
Well
her.
done on the proper pronunciation. Well done.
Okay, you you cross through the same spot that these guys were at the library, also passing the slave trade, and you keep heading north until you reach sort of like half of the length of the city, and you reach a small house with a small door and a small window.
I imagine on the way, I start trying to fill him in on a little bit of key information he should know, and then realise he can't hear me, and then like tap him on the shoulder and sort of go.
Oh, yeah, hey, sorry, man, here's the telepathic thing again. Yeah, sorry, so now we're good to talk.
Hello there. Just something you should know before I meet my aunt. She might not be the happiest to see me. I don't know what side of the family divide she went on. I may or may not be blamed for killing my brother. And she may not take that well. But I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. It's been over 100 years since I've seen another family member, so you know.
Alrighty, man. Hey, you know what? We'll take it as it comes, one step at a time, literally, because we don't have any other form of propulsion right now. So, yeah, man. No, I'm all for this.
Oh, she's also half deaf and half blind.
Nice. Well, she'll be able to hear me fine. But are there any subjects that we shouldn't touch on?
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
Me or him?
You. See if you remember.
With disadvantage and a -1. This will be fun. Oh, but do a blessing up. Does that faded yet? That was like
the guidance has faded.
As we entered the city.
You don't remember anything. Okay. You know that there is something,
no,
but you don't remember what
it is.
It's
wise not to mention the death of my brother, and probably wise not to mention my late wife, or her child. Let's go.
And with Naldo's like insight into family matters, he doesn't think anything else might be bad to talk about. So everything else is game. So just no brother and no wife. So, cool. I guess we will make our way up to the front door. Hey man, as I take this off and take this down, do you think we should, like, put up a shield just in case, man?
No, I don't think she'd be violent. I mean, she's fairly old. She's in her 500s.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
By the way, the door is half your size, Josh.
Oh, I'm
It's
fully aware.
it's a dwarven door, a dwarven sized door. All right.
Wow, man, it's really
I-
loud in this city. Holy shit, man.
I knock on the door.
No answer.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Who's there?
It's your nephew!
Brandon? She kind of opens the door and kind of hugs
Well,
you.
obviously not. It's Hamish.
Ah.
Whew.
Hi, Andrew. How are you? She walks back inside. Yes, she called you Andrew, Nick.
Hey, Auntie. Andrew.
she did call you Andrew.
You know what? I'll take Andrew. He's a nice lad. Let's go. I bring Naldo with me.
She sits down.
How are you, Avila?
So Fergus, what brings you here? She's just calling you a different name every time.
I don't even. There's not even a Fergus in the family. Well, it's been a while since I've seen a member of the family, and I was just hoping to catch up with a blessed aunt.
Hey, man.
She leans forward with her really blackish eye. What do you come to ask of me, Angus?
Hey,
That's closer.
Hamish, do you want me to, like, properly communicate who's here, or do we want to just continue playing the spin the wheel of relatives guessing game?
Let's, if you wouldn't mind translating, that would make life a lot easier for everyone involved. Thank you, Naldo.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to switch to telepathic, and first she's just going to hear a soft humming in her head as I find an E.
Okay.
Hi there, ma'am. My name is Naldo, and your nephew, Hamish, is here with me.
Speak to Hamish after the turn.
She looks at you. Well, Nasir. I know it's Finlay. It's fine.
Sorry, I'll cut out.
Oh god, she has dementia.
She has big dementia.
Nasir?
Nasir, yes.
One of the towns in the Chiazo.
Well,
so, Avila, how have you been getting on? Have you heard from any other family members?
Well, Finlay, I haven't heard from anyone in many years. Yeah, this is just gonna be the thing. I'm gonna run out of names at some point.
Oh god, it hurts.
You're gonna have to like go in a like Scottish.
I already have it up.
Brilliant.
Well, you know, since I live here away from everyone, I don't
Well,
get to see anyone.
Has no one visited you in the last century?
Other than you and Nathaniel, no one. She points at you, Naldo.
Okay, alright, man. Hey, you know what? Fair. This is all telepathic. Fair enough. Maybe she just decides to spin the bottle with a bunch of names, man. But I think we're getting across to her just fine without any kind of telepathic field, man. So, go for it.
So, Seamus, Nelson, what brings you into Kai?
Well, we're passing through, and I've not seen a family member in over a century, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello. I was hoping you'd have some family news, but it seems you're as disliked amongst the family as I am, so sorry about that.
Well, Nico, who would care about the old... Not Nico, sorry. That's the other list. We're Calloway. Who would care about an old half-deaf hunt?
Well, to be honest, I always quite liked you as a kid.
Roll a persuasion on that. Roll a persuasion on that. See if she believes you.
Oh, great, with disadvantage and a -1. Oh, 13's not terrible.
She looks at you.
I'd probably get rid of Blaskin.
Well, you weren't the worst.
I'll take that as a high compliment.
So, Cedric
Well,
and Nova,
aye.
can I help you with anything?
No,
Man, I kind of
we
like
could-
your aunt, man. She's given up some great names, man. Like Nova, Cedric. I know, like maybe Quentin's next or something, man.
Don't tempt her. I don't know. Do we actually want anything? Are we in any need of any locks or mechanical devices?
Well,
No.
Locks or mechanical devices? Well,
I mean, she's a locksmith.
Barnabas, I do have a thing for you.
Oh. Do you?
Barnabas, nice, dude. You've got a great family, dude. High five.
And she takes out a small dagger with your family crest. Gordon, I did this to your father many years ago, and up to this day, I haven't been able to give it to him. But since he's no longer with you, I say you should keep it. Here, have it, Ewan. And he gives it to you.
Well, thank you. I'm sure he'll be very happy for me to have this. I shoot Naldo a look that says completely the opposite.
She doesn't. She
I
doesn't.
shoot him.
She doesn't seem to notice you because it's like it's on her blind side.
She's half.
It's on her blind side.
Yeah.
I
Which is
raise
why I
an
felt
eyebrow
comfortable
as to
doing it.
why not.
I'll explain later.
So, Neil and Flynn, would you like some
Aye.
whiskey?
Oh, I'm always up for some proper dwarven whiskey. It's been a while.
Yeah, you know what? I will also. partake, ma'am.
She looks at you. Sure, dwarven, and she like goes to the back of the house and picks up something.
I pull out my flask, and it's probably nearly empty at this point. It's
Yeah.
gone a long way.
Well,
But yeah.
she pulls out 3 glasses.
I'll-
Here's to you, Gregor and Nathaniel.
She's already used Nathaniel.
She already used No, she used Nathan, I
Oh.
think.
She's Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan and Nathaniel.
To the outcasts of the McAdams family, and I cheers it.
To the family.
And then I pour us all a glass of the good shit. Be warned, this is the strongest alcohol I've ever tasted. But if I remember correctly, you can hold your liquor as much as the next dwarf.
Rupert,
So this will be-
Rupert,
However-
Rupert, I'm 200 years older than you. Shush. And she just like takes it to the
Oh,
shot.
wait, ma'am.
I-
Ma'am, have a little bit of this. And I sprinkle a little bit of one of the mushrooms. Not the ones that were in my ears, but one of the other ones.
Thanks, Nikolai.
We're gonna kill this
You like
fucking
to
old
drug
lady.
my aunt. Anyway,
She takes it in
uh,
like a champ. She drinks it like a champ. I'll be
Hey, McCree!
She's a little pog champ.
Suppose we have to make con saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make one.
Hey!
Naldo is holding better than Hamish. You do have advantage for
Yeah,
this.
because I threw some extra psychedelics in there. I'm used to those.
Fine, I guess you are
Yeah,
my
you
little
are.
pog.
It's fine. I guess you are. a
And
little
I-
pog champ.
I've had a hard day, alright?
Yeah, no, man. This is a pass for you. No one else is here to see, so no one else should know. We'll be good.
She looks at you. Well, I need to get on with my day, but Oberon, if you want, come back in a few days and I'll have some dwarven rations ready for you.
That would be grand.
You should also come,
It's
Noah.
been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure meeting you, seeing you again, Avila. Hope somebody else visits in the next 100 years, and if not, I'll be back. And then we'll make our way out.
That was the hardest thing for me to do because I was trying to figure out which names I wanted to use.
That was the most beautiful thing that's happened in this campaign.
Okay.
There, now I can roleplay not knowing what just happened. 'Cause I wasn't there.
You need to rewatch.
You need to rewatch this part, Mike.
You really do.
So I'd say you guys are gonna all meet up at the tavern, and we're gonna do like a 10-minute break so everyone can like have a bit of a rest, have a bit of food, a bit of pee.
Oh, so me and Foss don't get a roleplay. That's racist.
Oh yeah, there's still you two. Let's do you two first and then the pause. Sorry.
No, let's do the pause, then we roleplay.
All right, that's fine.
Why is it racist?
It's racist against shifters and tieflings.
Sometimes.
Racist against weirdos.
Oh my god, I literally had to open. I went to this.
Look around and you will find no one's really colorblind.
It's a fact we should face.
Everyone is racist.
It's like everyone's deafened.
I mean, basically, I just wrote on Google like similar names to Hamish, and it came like with a list of Fergus, Angus, Ewan, Finlay, Duncan, Seamus, Calloway, Ivor, Fraser, Crispin, Malcolm, Callum, etc.
Crispin?
Yeah.
Crispin.
How is that
Aye,
similar to
Crispin.
Hamish?
I wanted to use this one and I forgot Lachlan.
They used Scottish, and there's a couple of Irish names in there as well.
I forgot to use Lachlan. Jesus, I wanted to use this one.
Lachlan.
Yeah.
Lachlan's a good one. You basically just named my entire family. Let's do it.
Poggers.
I do actually have an Uncle Seamus.
Everyone does.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Everyone in Scotland.
Not me.
I mean, back in Portugal, you don't.
Do you have an Uncle David?
I have 2 Uncle Davids.
Okay.
I'll make my nieces call me Seamus.
Like in Portugal, we all have an aunt called Maria. All of us.
I don't.
Seamus isn't
Do you
really
not?
name
A
part of
cousin?
my culture.
A cousin?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seamus is just the Irish version of James.
I don't actually have a James in my family either. I'm not Protestant nor Anglo.
Okay, I'm gonna grab something to nibble on, and I'll be right back.
Ironically, at most, I'm probably Germanic or
I can't believe I roleplay that. I need sugar.
Eastern European. Or sorry,
need
Western
sugar.
European. No, Eastern. Far Eastern.
Yeah, East.
Eastern.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go for a wee. Be right back.
A wee wee?
A wee wee.
We remember the Geico
Wee wee.
piggy? Or is it just me?
I might be you.
Really? The Geico pig that went wee all the way home?
I don't even know what Geico is.
Yeah,
Oh no, dude! What? No!
Geico commercials on YouTube. They just have great campaign.
Are those the one with the lizard?
No!
Yeah, Geico is the lizard, but a lot of their commercials are just like, you don't even know what the hell it's a commercial for until it's over, and you're like, wait a minute, what? And it was just something ridiculous or funny or stupid.
Those are the best kind of commercials.
Yeah. Very few of them are the lizard.
Alright. Everyone must see this.
Is this the All the Way Home one?
Yeah!
Yeah, that one I've seen. In fact, I vaguely remember seeing one like a couple days ago. And again, I didn't know it was like a Geico commercial until it was over, and then I was just trying to take in what I just saw. Which I guess I didn't because I don't remember what it was. So. I like how I took my break and I came back. Now it's time for a break.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll be back.
I don't believe
I'll
you.
be a German composer.
This is like a, I'm gonna go out for milk thing, and then we never hear from each other again. It's already
That was the best advert I've ever seen.
I both hate and love it. Mostly hate.
You just need to find a Geico commercial compilation. Just sit back with some popcorn.
I want to guess the best kind of cookies there is. Belgian cookies.
Pot?
Both good arguments.
Weed cookies? What's the argument? You're not going to get any argument from the guy who ate the weed cookie. It's waste energy. Just to argue on weed.
I'm loving that Nick is using some sort of kilt on his shoulder. Oh, why aren't you on your computer Discord, Nick? By the way.
I think Nick's dead.
And Josh has left forever.
He's been lost to the abyss.
Nick?
He said he was going for milk and cigarettes, and then we haven't heard from him.
Yeah, it's been 84 years and he's not come back yet.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
there we go.
why don't you? Why don't you go
yeah.
Discord?
I tried at the start of the session and I wasn't getting any sound going either way.
Ah.
Like you couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear you, so I just switched to my phone. I tried switching back like halfway through the session and same problem. I will work out what's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he was working well.
I did just get a new monitor. That's probably why.
He was working well last night.
Yeah, it was working well last night. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I will discover why, and then I track down the person responsible.
Myself.
I don't want to say anything.
Most likely.
But the Wicca sounds like
Most likely.
Sounds like a probable thing.
I am not technically minded in the slightest. I only got a smartphone like 3 years ago. Before that, I had a Nokia brick.
I mean, that's the way to go.
The Immortal God Slayer, yes.
It lasted 10 years.
The thing that will one-shot at the Rask, yes.
Yeah, throw a Nokia at the trash, that shit drops faster than you can count.
I'm technically minded.
I mean, it has gone through hell.
Before
it broke, I'd dropped it off three cliffs, a high ropes course. It'd fallen into the sea, and I had to go deep sea diving to get it back. It got ran over by a tractor, and it broke a washing machine.
Yeah, that sounds like a Nokia phone.
Yep, it was a 3310. It was brilliant. I had a top score on Snake. I completed Snake. I was really proud of that. Yeah, but 10 years. It was a bit like Trigger's broomstick. I'd replaced pretty much every part in it at least once. Before it eventually snuffed it. And then I got a smartphone. Well, then I got a GCB phone for a year, and then I got a smartphone.
Is there White Castle in the UK?
Nope.
Oh,
we have Burger King, Five Guys.
Oh, Five Guys is
Mackey's,
so
and
good.
they're about the only chain, so we've got.
We do not have Five
Guys is so good. Best chips.
Five Guys is the best.
White Castle
their
sliders
chips
are
are phenomenal.
different. They're these tiny, like you get a stack of 10 of them, right? And like jalapeno cheese, and they're just these small little buns. They grill them real quick. And I don't know what it is about them. They're just something different. They're called sliders. I've heard that you don't buy them and just rent them for about an hour. You will immediately have gas, but they're amazing.
Oh no, we also have Wimpy, but it's dying a very slow and painful death.
I once considered getting sliders and then got gas.
Jesus.
We have nothing because Portugal sucks.
We have family restaurants that are all
we have nothing.
That are all closing down because of fucking Corona.
We have nothing.
We have fish and chip shops. That's where we live. Fish and chip shops.
No, I was reading. Fish and chips actually came from Portugal.
Probably most of our national dishes did not come from England.
Yeah, because the the fried food with like the fluffy crust on the outside.
I know the
Sure.
name, but I can't remember in English. No.
Yeah, I also
Actually, I'm
don't
pretty
remember.
sure fish come from the ocean.
Yeah, but Portugal introduced that to Japan, which then introduced it to China, which then introduced it to a lot of the world.
Yeah, it's called. Oh my god.
Impressively,
The things we're most known for do not come from England, like tea.
okay, when you eat like a samosa, you link it to India, right? It's actually Portuguese.
Yeah.
We did a lot of things.
I mean, most of the Indians you'd have in the takeaway here did not originate from India. They came over from India, and we tried to make an English Indian. It's like a korma and a tikka masala don't actually exist in India. Well, they might now, but they're not an Indian recipe. They're
Not
an
native.
anglicized version of it. Yeah.
Tempura. It's called
Jamie
tempura.
Oliver
Yeah,
did a
temple.
whole
Yeah.
series on
yeah.
why none of our dishes were actually native to England. And then he'd cook them in the style of... It was quite cool.
I mean, the good
America hasn't even been around long enough for anything to be native to here.
English have like.
We've been invaded so many times that it's just not worth it.
I would say that shepherd pie is your only like proper dish. And
Again, I'm pretty sure that didn't originate in the
Yeah,
UK.
I also think
Wow.
so.
What about black pudding?
oh yeah,
What about English breakfast?
black pudding or
Probably
black pudding is originally a Portuguese dish called morcella.
Yep. Bitch.
How do you know it's not British? And it wasn't that you took it.
Because it was created by the Romans and then taken to England.
So it's technically Roman.
Yeah.
Yes, Roman. What about roast dinner? Like,
Everyone does
yeah,
roasts all around the world, so.
Yeah.
but like
yeah, it's like the
the
earliest way of
same way.
cooking meat.
You don't even have fish and chips, and it's like one of your national dishes. That's us.
I think the only thing that we could definitely say is British is a pasty.
Actually, croissants were invented in England.
Really?
Really?
Interesting.
One of the times the French invaded us, they took croissants from us.
Those
That's funny.
bastards.
La guerre de le croissant.
Or can you imagine telling a Frenchman a croissant's British?
Oh,
That would be fun. I'm
Jean-Pierre,
going to enjoy
look
that.
at this bread I stole from the British. What is this?
Not the bread, not the bread. The pain. This is not pain. This is
Isn't
croissant.
there's three things that are like every nation has come up with on their own. Is some form of fried dough, beer, and I can't remember what the last one is.
The archery.
Eating ass.
No, it's a sword. A
Yeah.
sword.
Um,
Everyone has invented a way of making sharp metal to whack things with.
Yeah.
Donuts and a beer, because they're the most quintessential things to existence.
I mean,
You
that's
can't
what you
survive
need
without
to-
those three things.
Also,
You need those three
dragon-
things to make a
legends of
human.
dragons.
that's-
You're not human without a sword, a donut, and a beer.
I mean, as a DM, you should know that the way to summon a human NPC is placing down a sword, a donut, and beer. And that's where they
Of
pop up
course.
from.
Hmm.
That's how you do a summoning ritual for a human.
A lot of.
It's like you summon a human also by just giving them cheese.
A lot of cultures have come up with dragons.
That's mainly
Oh,
Chinese.
I
and
did study
European.
this for college. It's a lot of cultures have dragons native to their. It's in somewhere in their lore, and no one can trace back who came up with them first. Chinese, Africans have it,
Greeks.
especially euphonic.
Yeah.
I believe it
Greeks,
was the Tarrasque
Russians,
was, a dragon of legend.
even Native Americans.
The Tarrasque is not a dragon. It's from a French legend.
Yeah.
I don't think it's described as a dragon.
I
at
think
least.
the
Might be.
Egyptians.
I thought the Tarrasque predated France as like an entity and was more of a biblical.
Yes, it is biblical, but I'm pretty sure it's like
Dragon-like
specifically a French myth because
it says dragon-like mythological hybrid.
yeah, because there's a town in France named Tarasque, and
Yeah.
that's like partly where the myth comes from.
I think
Is it like a virgin
Saint Martha, I believe.
sacrifice thing?
Yeah, Saint Martha tries to like stop it, then it stops, and the townspeople kill it, and because they're really sorry, they named the town after it. From what I remember.
And then
The
there's
Tarrasque is described as having a lion-like head, a body protected like by a turtle-like carapace, and 6 feet with bear-like claws, scaly tail of a serpent's pseudo styling.
So the
So
first,
they reckon
the first,
most
the first
monsters was just people.
trick.
Just people was badly describing.
I mean,
like actual animals.
The main points of entry for dragons is Arabia, Armenia, China, Babylonia, India, Tibet, Indonesia, Levantine, Japan, Khmer, Korean, and Persian, and Philippine.
Basically all of them.
Yeah, but then there's also the European versions of them.
Yep.
Have any of you seen a movie
Yeah, that's
called
because Europeans travelled.
Have anybody seen a movie called Interstate 60?
No.
Okay. So this you need
I
to
recognize
see.
the name.
Yeah, it came out of no. It's like this hidden gem. It's got as like cameos as like a Michael J. Fox kind of starring Christopher Lloyd. Main characters are like Amy Smart and whoever the guy who played Cyclops is originally. But the original idea is there's no every culture has some kind of wish granting entity, but not America until this story.
It's because America has no history.
It's true. Yeah, we do. We've got British history.
Yeah.
We do. We have.
Well, you've got
Irish, and
British, Polish, Germanic, there's Irish, just everywhere.
America has history. Look at all the wars we started. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
Or
that's why
all
all the
of the
wars happen.
atrocities
They
we've
have to
committed.
compress. That's why all the wars they get involved with happen because they want to like create some history really fast. They got a lot of time to make up for.
Like how we manifest.
You got to make them up. Although
If
they,
we start
although they
in,
very
like-
cleverly wiped out any record of the Canadian wars from all of their national history books.
Is everyone
Well, no,
just to make
the-
sure? Is
They
everyone
lost all
back?
3 of
The
them.
French and Indian War is a big Canadian war.
Is everyone back, including
Shut up,
Sam,
Canada's never been at war.
Sam and Matt?
Yeah, they have.
Okay,
Look at
so
them.
Yeah, they have.
let's get
And
back,
they're bloody good at it.
Their mechanical infantry is tricycles.
guys. Let's get back,
You know the White House is white because
mounted
of lime
horses.
damage because they set
Guys,
it on
guys.
fire.
guys.
Yeah,
Guys.
So yeah, let's play D&D.
Let's play D&D.
Let's play D&D.
And we were going to Matt and Thori.
Do we also see the slaves while walking to the tavern?
No, it's in a different place.
Oh, okay. Well, first, where are we going? I feel lost.
Well, we have options. We could head straight for a tavern, or see the sights. It has been a while since I have been back to our capital.
You see, sorry, you kind of thinks for a second. Would you like to go sightseeing with me?
Oh.
London, baby.
Very nice.
Sure.
He sounds uncomfortable.
What are the snacks of your nation?
That's a good fucking question. Give me a second here.
If Thori's
Well-
going sightseeing, he's gonna need snacks. He gets
I am-
distracted easily.
Quite partial to fried lizard, personally.
Ooh. Crunchy on the outside, juicy, and tough on the inside.
Lizardy all around.
Chocolate covered scorpions.
You would all
Just a whole ass
you would
snake.
also have
Sweet
know
with a
that
sting.
chickpeas and fava beans are very used around here.
Ooh.
And like
I want
Fava
salty
beans and a
snacks.
nice Chianti.
in terms of like main courses, you'd have things like pigeon stuffed with rice, um, a pastry filled with minced meat marinated in onions.
Where do I find some fried lizard?
Yeah, you also had fried lizard.
Sorry, yeah, you were like coming up with all this like deep lore stuff, and I was just
And
like
nothing
fried
so-
lizards.
Nothing sounded as good as the fried lizard.
I mean,
Why not? It's good.
I don't know. The meat thing sounds quite good.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, but fried lizard.
Yeah.
I am sure we can find a stall or a kiosk somewhere near the markets.
make an investigation.
Well, then show me the sights of the city.
I shall do that with 21 for
God
fried. 21 for fried lizards, DM.
Fried lizard check.
Yeah.
This sounds so much like Jeopardy. I'll take 200 for fried lizard.
Is Faust now proficient in fried lizard?
Faust is our new go-to guy for fried lizards.
Oh, yeah. For all your fried lizard needs.
Call Faust.
Just wait till I get. Oh wait, no, I've got it. Create food and water.
Wait, you can create fried
It'll
lizards?
just be a bunch of fried lizards.
Just cost
I don't know
11.
how the Dragonborn's going to feel about that.
He's not a lizard. I mean, you find a small stall near the auction.
Look, it's what would be the price of a delicacy I've heard? The fried lizard.
Well, we do have 2 or 3 types of lizard today. We have a blue fried lizard with a garnish of parsley and a bit of pepper. We have a red spicy lizard with a bit of peri peri. And lastly, we have fried lizard mixed with a bit of the traditional bread.
Thori kind of like turns to Faust. Which one tastes more like lizard?
Lizard.
Well,
dog,
for you,
He like sort of pauses and like seems to be thinking, looking at you.
Looking at it,
for you, I would recommend the red spiced lizard. I think you'll appreciate the kick.
Which one will you be partaking in?
What was the third one?
green lizard in stuffed in bread.
Wait, it's a lizard kebab?
Technically, yeah.
Sounds amazing. Fucking love kebab.
I think I will try the lizard in bread.
Very good, sir. That will be a total of 1 silver for both dishes, so 5 copper each.
Thori pays a silver.
No.
All of his characters do this shit. All of these characters like pay for things until they have no money, and they're just like.
I take up the tab. And then I sleep with barkeeps to get a free room.
Yeah, basically. All of his fucking characters.
I don't know what you're
Toss 'em in
saying.
the jar. It's one of the two.
I've just seen lizard Nando's for fuck's sake.
Well,
It was the piri piri sauce. I had to.
I don't have a fried lizard, but I have a stick.
Okay. You eat it.
Tastes lizard.
It tastes quite nice.
Tastes kind of like chicken.
Kind of like chicken.
It always tastes.
Craving a fucking kebab now.
If you don't know what it tastes like chicken.
I'm actually thinking about kebab now when I'm in the middle of a village and I can't get kebab.
Yeah, I also really want kebab now.
Oh man, we've got
But if you have a village, I have another house. That's my village. 2 houses.
we got a
And
van
a lake.
just across the road that like opens every evening and like does kebabs,
Oh my
and they're
God.
actually pretty good.
Oh.
Even though they're from a van. It's fucking great actually.
So, any.
Well, what sites?
I just saw the lizard Nando's thing,
He's still munching on this lizard.
How
You
is
see-
Faust
see them?
eating?
Oh, that's a good
remove
point.
the-
I think I described this in episode, in session like 1.
But
where,
yeah, Zed
like,
wasn't here.
Yeah,
he's,
I wasn't
he's
here.
got like a hinge in his beak mask. And like, so basically it's like there's like a seam along the middle, and he can like unhook it, and like the mouth kind of like the bottom jaw like drops open.
As Tori sees that, he goes like, "That is ingenious design."
Oh, thank you. Yes, I was inspired by some of the animal kingdom
CP49.
venomous snakes and some birds that swallow their prey whole. It seemed like a natural step.
I love the craftsmanship.
Am I?
Oh, go on.
Well, am I feeling sleepy yet?
You're starting to feel sleepy, yes.
Yes, you see the trick with fried lizard is you've got to find a good local place. See, some people make the mistake of going high end with this, but it's really the people who have their ears to the ground and know the place. They know the old family recipes and such. That's where you get the best stuff.
So you cannot go for the mass-produced lizards.
No. These family-owned kiosks, they're diamonds in the rough.
Naldo would be secretly freaking out right
He's not even
He's not even hearing this conversation.
He would support the local business, but not support the local business selling fried animals.
Well, I think it's more of a chain now. Liz and Nando's. It's kind of you'll find one in.
No, yeah, no, absolutely. So Naldo's just freaking out wholeheartedly if he's
By the end of the campaign thing, Faust and Thori have a chain restaurant.
Yes, you know, I've sometimes thought that if I wasn't a physician, I might have opened up my own fried lizard.
I feel like we should just call ourselves the Fried Lizards going forward.
Well, one of these days you need to do some fried lizards. I would very much enjoy to try your recipe. Where the fuck is this going?
Oh my god.
That's a good question. Where is this going?
I don't know. I mean, you finish the lizards, and all of you meet up
We should find a tavern.
back at the tavern that Faust had mentioned earlier. It's the tavern's name. I forgot to say that earlier. The Eye of Kili. Kili being Matt, you would know that Kili would be the Empress of Kai.
Okay.
Kili with two L's.
Sorry. My partner who's in bed behind me was just asking me about fried lizards, so I missed a couple seconds.
You tell him it's a wonderful type of cuisine.
So did we finish the fried lizard scene?
Yeah, you finish the fried lizard, and you're all meeting up at the tavern at this point. All of you, all the.
That was perfect. Like, I was so happy with such a stupid like.
I mean, ever since coming back to the city, there's been 2 or 3 stupid moments, from a woman who does not know how to remember names, and a gnome guy who sells books that he can't read.
I also really appreciate that, like, the Thori and and Faust went on like was that a date?
You can't tell me no.
Oh no, dating within the party, that can only lead to catastrophic consequences.
Oh god.
If one of your character dies, the other one just like goes.
The doctor and the exploding man.
Right.
This is not a good combination.
Like those two weird aesthetics, like just chilling at like a fast food stand eating fried lizards, is such a great mental image.
I wish there was artwork for that.
The half of the fried lizard is just disappearing into the beak, as the other one's just like lighting it on fire to make it even more crispy.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, so
You know, the end of the first Avengers is that cutscene with Shawarma.
yeah, there's
Oh,
wait.
That. That's gonna be the end of the campaign.
So
Yeah, the like we're like fighting gods or whatever at the end of the game, and after we like either win or die, just like. So anyone want to get a fried lizard?
Either that, or we are regaining health in the final battle because of fried
We shall
lizards
find-
that have been
holy
altered
holy
or,
fried
like,
lizard.
health potions.
Holy-
I found the fried lizard. I ate it in general.
Okay,
Oh no!
so all of you find
No,
yourself.
that's clearly the like Spider-Verse version of like Spider-Man on the Lizard Planet.
So all of you find yourselves back at the inn.
Okay. So if we are like end up around at some point, just kind of discussing, like, so how are we going at this if we're trying to get into this this capital? Do we try diplomacy, or do we want to? You want me to scout ahead?
Well,
I mean,
Well, we
where are
could
we
try
going?
offering some fried lizard.
Did you do any
man,
research on the sigil we found in the library?
I feel like, man, we are like, we should probably put our ear to the ground and see what the people say about the inner cities, and then try and grab contacts from there, man.
So you're gonna put your ear on the ground before
Wait,
or
wait,
after
wait,
you take
wait.
out the mushrooms.
Yeah, we should be aware of the socioeconomic
Your ears
stability
might
of
not
this
be that
kingdom.
effective on the ground or otherwise.
I mean, my main source in the nation is half blind and half deaf, but I can see what I can pick up.
I kind of was pointing towards that, but like, yeah, man. I mean, I realize that these things are like kind of weird for everyone else, but I don't come from a big city, man. I'm used to at most the sound of falling water as being one of the louder things that I'm around, man. So
That can get actually quite loud.
Well, try having
it
tinnitus.
can, but it's not as chaotic as the city, man. It's pretty consistent. There's like a little bit of variation depending on what rocks it hits and what like ferns and fungus are growing around it that are being slowly rushed away by the torrent. It's a beautiful, harmonious idea, man. You just gotta like sit there and listen.
I just hear rain.
Well, if you think that is bad, try having tinnitus. Exploding does come at a cost.
Wait, man, you have tendinitis?
No, tinnitus.
Tinnitus. Hearing
Yes.
problems.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Um,
I was just remembering what Archer used to say.
as you guys are standing in the tavern, you overhear a conversation.
Like Baby Driver.
You see two Narsir, so Riaza guards. They seem to be discussing something about a visit to the capital city here.
So, I would recognize them, wouldn't I? Like,
All,
I mean, I think
all
we
of you, all of you would.
Yeah. Could I actually have a question?
Yes.
Do they have any house seal on them or no?
No, they have the rail crest.
Oh, okay.
How well can we hear what they're saying?
It's quite loud, and they're by the fireplace while you guys are more at one of the tables. But you can do a perception check to see how much you can catch of the conversation.
How about I just turn invisible?
You're in the middle of a tavern.
29 stealth. He's invisible.
Yeah, you're invisible.
Do I recognize? Do I recognize ARO trying to pay attention to them?
I'm literally gonna become invisible.
Yeah,
and
you're
then
gonna blend into the crowd and get close to them. You hear the oldest one of them is like, "Well, what do you think this whole meeting is about? It's been so many days of trip, and then Ragnar just kicks us out of the palace. And the other one, well, you know how Ragnar is. He likes to take care of his business by himself. He doesn't really like to have us involved in these sort of things. It seemed to be like talking about Ragnar being at the palace. Ragnar being the brother of the king.
Is he friends with Athelstan by any chance?
Likely.
Likely.
Need to track. I got so many notes.
if we saw Mike's room, it's just like all the notes of my campaign just lying around him trying to make sense of shit. Just like, you know that meme of the guy just like going like,
Yeah.
that's Mike's room right now. It's like, but listen here, little shit.
I'm gonna have to find them all, and then I'll like string them across the room. So,
Like one of those boards just filled with like thread connecting
Yeah.
everything. It all makes
That's
sense,
not-
you see.
yeah, just trying to connect things that have been clearly explained to me.
So Mike, you've heard that's most of the conversation. They just resumed to drinking after that.
I swear, I wrote down very specific things about the brother, and I don't remember what they were. I'll find it later. Okay, well, I'll come back and relay that to the group. I'm gonna stay invisible though. Just to be clear, I literally am invisible. Like, invisibility.
I mean, at 29, you basically are invisible.
No, I'm actually invisible.
You casted the spell plus the
Oh,
stealth.
I'm invisible. And 29 is just to be. I'm being quiet. I'm also wearing boots of elven kind, which make zero noise anyways. I just want to make sure I don't bump into anything. I'm like invisible and invisible is all I'm saying.
Oh god, I just thought.
Basically, Mike, this is not the ARO you're looking for. It just vanishes in midair.
Okay, this is going to be
You
horrible, but
consider looking for arrow and you forget what you were thinking about.
this is going to
Actually, you start the statement of "This is not the," and then you can't remember.
And then you can remember.
What was I looking for?
You just found heard the conversation. You were coming back to them.
So I don't know. Like I'll just pop up near whoever. And I'll be like kind of behind them and just start talking and be like,
the only way we
yeah,
can find them
like,
is through the clap of his ass.
Ragnar's castle and just coming from nowhere. Of course, you all saw me just disappear while sitting at the table. So.
Where is this voice coming from? Is it my inner demons?
No, I'm to your left. Why I'm saying man, now I'm starting to sound like Naldo.
It's contagious.
Hey, I'm going to infect the party by using the moniker man and dude.
Well,
So do you transmit the information to them?
Yeah.
so
Ragnar Castle.
Palace,
Kicking
yes.
people out. It sounds like he's being secretive or something.
do we want to go there now or tomorrow? We might be able to get in if we show the necklace thingy.
Well, now I could probably sneak in very easily. I got about
Well,
an hour.
maybe. I still have no idea.
I
where you
imagine
are.
the palace has some kind of invisibility protocol or whatever.
Well,
But I reckon if we combine our forces with Ethelstan, he might, be able to get our foot in the door.
yeah,
Is
man.
Athelstan here?
I think.
Not that you know of.
I think Hamish's aunt might actually be able to help us out just a little bit.
You just
Plus,
want me to roleplay his hand anymore.
No, no, not intentionally, Frank. But
But
yeah, man, like I feel like sneaking in seems a little bit too underhanded for the objective we're trying to achieve here. Like right off the bat, because we have a key, but we don't know where it goes to specifically. But we have a general sense.
Also,
And call me crazy, but like, shouldn't we figure out where it goes to first before sticking our dick in it? Or
well, dicks aside, the Empress's palace is likely the most heavily guarded place in the entire
I don't know why.
country.
I just pictured Foss just like kind of like putting his dick to the side, like fixing his like a position of his like dicks to the side, dicks aside.
So just move that out the way.
Thought he would be the one to do that.
takes the right nut and shifts it left.
Oh god.
Oh god, that sounds painful.
Everyone
Point
readjust.
is, it's probably the most heavily guarded place in the whole country, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So perhaps perhaps Arrow on his own might have a chance of sneaking in. All of us together. Almost impossible.
You hear a voice. Well, you
Maybe-
also have a druid.
What was that?
And you just see Greases sitting at the bar. Gentlemen,
I do the
I rolled a
tiefling
d20 and I rolled a nat 20. He is
I
there.
would like to I would like to
I
perform the
honestly
secret
thought it was going to be Ethelstan suddenly there, like, hello.
No.
You said my name 3 times and I'm here. That's how it works.
I would like to
Beetlejuice?
I would like to perform the secret tiefling handshake.
He looks at you
Wait, we're opening an apple.
and he
store?
does a secret.
What's happening?
He does a secret tiefling handshake.
Hey, Greases. Man,
Gentlemen.
how have you been?
And he takes out a cigar
Greases.
and like lights it.
This is cool.
So, do you want to break into the castle? You need the best people. First of all, cue the montage from Ocean 7.
Wait, man, wait. Hold on.
Wait,
No, but he says, well,
Wait.
you have a druid, and you have a man who is basically unseen, and a druid who can transform into a spider.
We have an invisible imp.
Why are we jumping to do this?
Oh, by the way, the
Yeah,
imp,
wait,
the imp
we have
is
no
not,
idea,
the
but-
imp is not back yet.
Yeah, I-
The imp is still following the fucking. He's still at the cart.
Isn't he bonded with? I thought.
Wait, I
Bodinock
thought he
and
was
him
still
and
in form for the next
know.
like 8
Yeah,
hours or
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, so he
Yeah.
couldn't have followed it.
until he
Oh, by
passed
the
out.
way, some Bodinock is right now like almost passing out at the table. He's still awake.
I'm going to be just like tugging at my wrist, staring at my clockwork watch. It's like, yeah, time soon, yeah.
Bobby kind of takes his chance and starts measuring Bobby Knock.
Measuring?
Well,
Measuring.
okay, Greases, you slippery bastard. I feel like we're jumping the gun here, and that was completely like non-aggressive, man. You just seem to pop up everywhere.
Well, it is a talent.
Can you just like teleport anywhere in the globe on a whim?
Depends on my mood.
Because if so, I've got a task for you that would be bloody hilarious if you're interested. But we'll talk about that later.
I'll consider it.
You ever heard of someone called Santa?
Let me roll a nat. Let me roll a d100.
He also goes by the name Saint
is-
Nicholas.
Isn't he like a Yeti folk? I think I've
I
heard
had
that.
a sort of a party with him. It takes another puff.
Hmm.
Yeah, by the way, in his other hand, he has a glass of what it looks like proper malt scotch.
I
So,
finished taking
Is
one.
that Highland whiskey?
Yes. Brew it
I'll
myself.
swap you for some. I'll swap you for some nectar of the gods.
You don't think
some
I? You don't?
ambrosia,
You don't?
lots
You
of
don't
it.
think I have my own supply of those?
No, but
You
I've
just
got
found.
nothing
You
else
just.
worth
You
trading
just
at
found the
moment,
ext. You just found the extras in the castle that I couldn't keep in my.
Personal cellar.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's
but I
call-
don't have.
You could call it the
What about
cellar.
a vial of acid or a rabbit foot?
You could call it the cellar, but it's more of a pocket universe. How bullshit is Greases?
So, a question: are we sneaking in today or tomorrow, or are we just asking to get in?
Sure.
No, man.
Are we even?
We're not sneaking in, man. Not right off the bat, man.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh.
I was literally.
We
just
don't
saying
even
I
know
thought
what
it-
we're looking for.
I thought I was saying sneaking in was a terrible idea, and that
Agreed.
it would be almost impossible to pull off. However, talking might be a way, at least a way of finding out where the lock is that this key fits in. We don't even know where that is at the moment.
You want me to
I
go
mean, what
find
we've
out?
basically done at the moment is we found like the American seal somewhere and decided to break into the White House.
Yusigri
I
says,
mean,
"Well,
Operation
Yes.
White
bit of
House
a leap.
down.
you people seem busy enough. I'm gonna meet with Kyrus. Yes, Kyrus, the Black
Oh.
Tiefling from Andy's campaign. And you see him walk closer to a Black Tiefling, and both of them teleporting.
Who's Andy?
Who's Andy?
Wait, who's
That's a good name.
Kyrus, man?
Glee, now there are two of them.
Two of them?
Fit, is that tiefling racism?
I meant teleporting weirdos.
Oh, so now I'm not. Now I'm not a true tiefling because I can't teleport.
I never said tiefling.
That's kind of racist.
Right, I'm gonna buy you a pint and you're gonna shut the fuck up.
No,
How
no, no,
about
no,
that?
no.
Hey,
I will not
I
drink.
kind of like that, man. Are you gonna buy me a pint?
Are you sure?
Ah,
Why
no,
not?
don't do it. Don't do it.
Slight
I'm just kidding.
racism always works.
I
so-
buy Naldo a pint and I also buy a shot glass of beer for the spider.
That's about 5 copper.
Cool.
I throw you 2 copper.
What
Gentlemen,
in fact do we want from this palace, and how do we intend?
You do not know. You know that
we have no idea.
you have no idea.
I'm asking our group.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we
what
have
do we know?
no idea.
I'll be honest. Let's just ask.
No, what do we know? Why are we specifically going there?
Well,
I feel like this is a bit of
Yeah.
a.
We literally found a symbol and jumped.
Well, it's not
so
just a symbol. It's the
I wanna
key.
breaking
know
into
where the
the
key
capital.
goes.
The key
Yeah.
shards that joined together
It's the key
turned
to
into this
something.
key, and it has this symbol on it. So whatever this key unlocks is there.
Well, it's the
Alright.
key to the palace.
So,
it's like the symbol of the
Then
palace.
let's sort of do the next thing, man, and do some research about this key and start asking around about this iconography and learn about it, which will give us more information about where we should start lurking in the palace or around the palace, or not even in the palace.
yes,
But do
I
we
like that
want
idea.
to advertise around the city that we're looking for information about getting into the palace, and then suddenly decide we're going to secretly get into the palace? Then
Wait.
Well, how about some of us do some research in the library, and some of us check in with the sandbaggers, see if they know anything.
Yeah.
Sandbaggers?
Sandbaggers.
Well,
I can
I'm
check
going
in
to do
with them.
something that I have never done in my life before. I'm going to pay for a home. Disgusting,
Wait,
just say.
man, why do you pay for rooms, man? Just be one with nature,
Hey,
man.
I need a quiet
Join us
place
sleeping
to work.
outside.
I need a quiet place to work. Also,
Wait, Are
I'll
you
be-
gonna work tonight, man?
Yeah, I'm not drinking because I'm doing cocaine. Later.
Oh shit,
shi-
dude.
I shift a glass at both Faust and Naldo.
Yeah. Do we want to do like parchment boulder shears to see who stays up, man?
Oh
I'm
shit,
trained,
good point.
By the way, staying up with them will give you an exhaustion point. At this point, Sam just like body knock just hits his head onto the table.
Yeah, he just smacks his head on the table and starts snoring.
I imagine Bodnock is out.
And you see that
Um,
as he's not, it's the first time like you have time to actually look at him, and you see like as he falls down, his skin grows a bit redder, his horns grow just the tiniest bit, and the tail as well. The tail kind of like starts to prune out, finally.
Oh no.
Faust, notes that down.
So anyone who hits on body knock will be getting some tail.
Yep. Or horny.
Some horny.
Sorry, is already horny, so.
Okay. So, Matt, if either one of us stay up, then does Faust already have a point of exhaustion?
No,
from the
it's
battle?
just Hamish.
Nope.
Just the
Just me.
Hamish. All right.
And me,
So
right?
then,
Oh, and Flint.
I'm not terribly down on spells personally. The only thing I could benefit from slightly would be a little bit more Balm of Summer Court dice, which I still have 2 left out of 5. I still have
Okay.
both of my wild shapes. I'm almost at full health, and I have
They,
5 out of 5 hit dice.
Well,
I
we
have
Okay,
an
could
idea.
do it in
I'm a lot
shifts.
worse.
That way, none of us loses a night of sleep.
Okay.
I only need 4 hours.
Yeah, if you do
So,
if you do shifts, it's fine.
That's
So-
probably a much smarter
watch-
idea. Actually.
watch
Baby,
over the
shifts
baby.
of babysitting.
Well,
Yeah.
For me.
By the way, they as you when you talk to the tavern keeper, he tells you he has 2 rooms, 1 gold piece each. That's all
Okay.
it has.
So man,
Me and Nature Boy will be outside.
I
Yeah.
pay a gold piece.
So, Faust, what I'm thinking, man, is you're quite worn from the battle. If you want to get like a good night's sleep in the other room or like elsewhere, man, I can stay up as Thori does his shit tonight, and then
That-
like another night we might do it in shifts, or you might take it depending on how we're feeling, man.
Why do I need babysitting again?
So
get
that we
yourself killed.
don't lose you.
Because you're taking hard drugs. It's always
Oh.
good to have a spotter when you're doing that.
But all the other engineers do it.
Okay, man. It doesn't
Well, the
matter
other
about what
engineers
the
don't
other
have people who
engineers
love
do.
them.
Are you gonna jump off a 1,000-foot bridge if other people are doing it, man?
Depends. Am I testing something?
No, man.
Yeah, I saw that going that way.
Well, why would I jump off a bridge if I'm not testing something?
Exactly, man.
That is a very dumb scenario.
Great.
But not the
Then
worst
don't
case
put
scenario.
yourself in a dumb scenario, man.
But I have an idea of some boots that might help with that scenario now.
Perfect, man. We
When
can
do we have-
discuss it tonight once
When-
you are like working.
Where do we have a 1,000-foot bridge?
Are you guys gonna roleplay during the night, or are we just skipping the night?
I actually have something planned.
Okay.
Depends on.
I am willing
Wait,
to help
I'm actu-
out.
I'm actually doing a roll for this.
Is our inn near the north gate or the south gate?
The south
You
gate.
said
So
it was near the
it's
entrance,
about here.
Ooh. So we can find a place around here. Like,
I was thinking of crashing on the docks, but that
ooh,
works
even
too.
better.
Okay.
Yeah. If Neldo is genuinely offering to babysit tonight, then yeah, I'll happily get a proper night's sleep.
Yeah, no. Naldo's going to use a hit dice to heal the extra 3 hit points needed, and call it and stay up all night.
Can I go and talk to Body Knock?
Yeah.
Body Knock.
Aren't I still out?
Yeah, you have to wait for the morning.
I shake him. I shake him, trying to wake him up.
You hear him actually say something, but you don't understand it.
Oh no.
It says something in Infernal.
Do I understand it?
You are not paying. I don't think you'd be paying attention.
Eh, Can I roll perception to see if I would hear it?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I have negative 1 perception, but
No, you wouldn't.
5.
You wouldn't hear it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm gonna say for comedic reasons you can hear it. You hear for the great fireball in the sky. That's all you hear.
Thought it was just
Going
like
up to fire
looks
in
with
the
respect.
Yes, I agree.
I also would enjoy big fireballs.
Oh my god. Anyway,
So who's taking the night watch?
Fireball.
I am.
You're taking the full watch. You're not gonna sleep.
Nah, dude.
okay.
Because we're doing research tomorrow.
Well,
Um,
No,
Unless
Hey, you
shit
won't
goes
need
down.
any skill checks for that.
no.
Nope.
Would you?
I
would you
just
like
need to cast
some-
guidance.
Yeah, that's
Would
true.
you like some cocaine to stay up better?
You know what, man? I'm
Is
not
that your
too
third
much
consumption,
into-
Zay?
The whole point is to babysit you
Yes.
taking hard drugs.
Oh,
not
that's your.
take them himself.
Make a Constitution saving throw first for the cocaine, and then I have to do a thing to see if you get addicted to it. I think it's at the third.
Constitution 21.
I'm going to continually be taking insight checks on him to make sure he's not going to die and that he's not lying to
What
me
is the
about
roll?
dying.
Okay, so you don't get the effects from the cocaine, but you need now
Okay.
you need to make the second Constitution. Your second Constitution saving throw.
25.
You don't get addicted to it for now.
Not 20.
Oh.
I can hear the blueprints.
You guys can roll. You guys can roll.
Yeah, man.
It's just
I
you two
can
role playing.
also
So
hear the blueprints, and they are telling me that this mushroom is deliciously fragrant. So,
Yes. I can see it. The wooden mechanical frame moving perfectly in. Hey, wait, mixed up my words. Moving perfectly aligned with the gears.
Perfect, man. Here's some good luck for you, and just so you're aware, if you do need a little bit of assistance, I am rather perceptive, man. So, essentially, free invitation if you're going to make a skill check and you want my help, ask. Because I will give you guidance.
You know what? Thorny kind of like reaches into his backpack, takes out like a metallic sphere with 2 rings around it. Figures that out.
Oh, is that the sphere?
It is the sphere.
Make
What is-
make
I
a
know what
make
it
a make an insight check to see if you can figure it out.
Even with a nat 20, I
Yeah.
don't think he can.
No, this is a very thing.
This is kind of.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You couldn't figure it out still.
I think you'd be able to like figure out what type of magic it uses.
Yeah, maybe that. You can DM him that if you.
I can definitely. Well, do I recognize it being magical?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
recognize it being magical.
Okay, then I will ritually cast Detect Magic because I have nothing but time.
It's broken. So.
Okay, what are the magical properties coming off of it?
What? Necromancy. School of Necromancy.
You still haven't sent me what this does.
I know. I know what it does. That's
You're
all.
keeping it.
So he has an item that the DM doesn't know what it
So
does.
the item.
It's not broken in any.
It's not an item to be
Actually.
broken. It's just like a thing for his backstory. I just don't know his backstory yet.
He doesn't know what it does, but it has no useful ability, and
Yeah,
it's
but I don't-
broken.
Why doesn't Frank know though?
Because we'll have to talk about it this week.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, man, you've got an interesting device here. Possibly necrotic and, like, magical abilities?
Necromancy.
Yeah, man.
Okay, wait. Paul? Okay, Thoril, like, whispers really low to himself.
Are you
gonna
trying
roll
to be stealthy about it?
Yes.
Roll
You're
against
gonna-
my passive perception.
Okay. I was
DC
really-
17.
I wanted to say roll for stealth, roll for perception, but I felt that was a bit.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let me just remove that plus 10 I still had on.
Oof,
Oh,
you got you.
shit.
I don't think you.
I was not expecting that.
You.
No,
I don't think you can
yeah.
hear it.
No.
I mean, the night goes.
Guys, our 20s are catching.
I mean,
Yeah.
They're only
I was kind of
Uh,
hoping you would hear
29
it, actually.
behind.
the night goes by. Everyone gets their long rest, except you two who get an exhaustion level. You don't. You don't. And Tom and Nick lose their exhaustion.
I've done it. I do not know what it is.
And it's the morning, and you guys meet yourself at downstairs.
Guten Morgen, everyone.
Yeah, man, that was a long night. Wow. I think I need to go freshen myself up, man. Anybody care to join me as I jump into the sea for a little bit of
Always.
exercise
Always.
and
If I will join you after,
invigoration?
I will join you after drinking.
Wait, do you realize that you should wait like a half an hour after drinking to jump into the sea, man?
It's like a half-hour walk to the sea anyway, you're fine.
I'm basically telling you I'm not going. I'm gonna drink.
Oh, well, fine. Drink away.
Yeah, never drink and dive.
Very nice. Dive sober or get pulled over.
Just like explain. The thing I spent the night building was the golem, so I could change to Golem Smith.
I figured.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think we like.
I think
like we could end the
yeah,
session
this is gonna be a good place to end the session.
Yeah, now seems like a good time to do it.
And then we can keep your investigations for the next session.
Perfect.
And that way, no one gets to stay too late.
Let me do a quick notation.
Finishing at 11 is super ideal for me. Because when we've run to like almost midnight before, like I've been pretty wiped
And
out
for our
when I've been at work.
for our still 5 viewers who are still watching, thank you for watching as much as you did.
You the real ones.
And
yeah.
and we'll see you guys next
You the
week
real MVP.
on Worst Case Scenario.
Have a good night.
Cocaine.